And we welcome you to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martis, your play-by-play announcer for tonight's game. I'm joined along this evening by General Manager Mike Cavalla as we are in Great Bend, Kansas, as the Newton Rebels will take on Great Bend BatCats. Game 2 of the 5-game series here tonight in Great Bend. Well, the first night, Mark, was pretty good for the Newton Rebels as they won 8-6 last night and got their first victory of the season.
Yeah, it's always great to get that first left-hand column right there, and especially when they're starting out 0-5 with Derby, kind of down a little, but the guys hung together and they did a lot of good things. And like we talked about last night, once they clean up, it could be even a better team. So, but you had to get that first win under the belt, and I know Coach Clark's pretty pumped up right now. Yeah,
like I told our player of the game that you can't get a streak going unless you get that first one.
Oh, yeah.
So we got a first one. Let's hopefully continue it up and get the second victory here tonight. Let's go with the standings here so far for this year for the Summer League for 2021. Right now, 1-0 is the Hutchinson Monarchs, and Derby Twins are 5-1 as they lost last night to Hutchinson. I think it was a pretty close game.
Yeah, one-run game, and like I said, it's going to be a battle. We'll know that.
Then in tied for second place, or actually first place, is Great Bend BatCats, as they also dropped to 5-1. That lost last night to the Newton Rebels. Then you got the Cheney, Kansas Diamond Dogs, who are 5-1, followed by the 316 Sluggers, who are 4-2, and then the Hayesville Aviators are 2-4, and Bill Warhawks are 1-5, along with Newton Rebels and the Sunflower Seed are 0-5.
Well, I was going to say, Frank, what the key is this year is who's going to take the series. In other words, you got 5 games. If you can get 3 wins, that's the team that's going to be right up there towards the top.
Yeah, well, if we can get 3 wins here, get us right back into the other things as far as the season. It's always tough to lose 5 because you're going to be down at the bottom.
Yeah.
And the guys competed, but just not able to get it done against Derby Twins. Derby Twins had a good pitching staff.
Yeah, I mean, they've been in the game. Well, on the other hand, the real had some problems. I mean, get 6 runs in 1 inning, even up 6 runs, 2 innings. Well, guess what? You could bullpen a lot earlier. Well, the Derby, they were getting 5, 6, 7 runs, 7 innings, and they were still in the game. They didn't have to use their bullpen that much.
That's correct. And so, anyway, here tonight, like the New Rebels are going for their second victory of the season, and hopefully get to 2-5 and get back in the run of things here for the Sunflower Legion League. It is a great evening here in Great Bend. It is hot, though. We're up here in the press box, but boy, I talked to the guys at the broadcast for the Great Bend BatCats, and they told me, thanked me for allowing them to be up there last night, and they said, we don't have air conditioning.
Yeah.
And you sure tell that. I'm not sure what the temperature is here, but we'll take a quick look. 84 degrees, so it's pretty hot with hardly any breeze.
Yeah, I think there isn't any breeze. The flag's flying. I mean, blowing right now, but not a lot. And it's a beautiful day. This is baseball. To me, this is summer baseball. The sun's shining. Got a grass field out there. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, not only that, but we're getting a pretty good, decent crowd here in Great Bend. And we should hear some pretty good noise out there on the stands. And hopefully the Newton Rebels will quiet them down a little bit.
Yeah, that's what you hope. And I know it's kind of a beer night, so who knows what's going to happen out here with the crowd out here in Great Bend. I'm sure they're going to have fun and everything. But the game we saw yesterday last night, I think that's going to be indicative of how we're going to see teams all through these, all the games.
It's funny you mentioned beer because I went down to grab a hot dog or something. They hot dog ready, but the people in front of me all had beers, and I said, you know what, that's not fair. I said, we got to do a broadcast, and we can't have one of those.
That's right.
And they said, well, sure you can. You put them on one of the koozies, and I said, well, that would be fine, except for my mumbling may get a little worse.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd make it through the 5th, 6th inning there, Frank.
That's correct. So we ended up getting water, and here's proof right there. There's some water that we're trying to cool ourselves down. We're going to go ahead and go with the starting lineup here. The New Rebels will be the away team, of course, since we're in Great Bend. We changed our scoreboard a little bit. We tried to correct it, but I'm not a tech guy, so all we have tonight is away and home, and balls and strikes out, and then also we added base runners. I'll stay on top of that, and you can see more of the action. Leading off the Newton Rebels is number 7, Justin Barnes. Batting second, the second baseman will be number 6, Camden Jurgensen. Batting third and playing right field will be number 8, Thomas Capion. Batting fourth and playing third base will be number 23, Nolan Riley. Batting fifth will be number 1, Andrew Mudd. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 40, Carson Thor. Batting seventh and catching, number 22, Connor Allen. Batting eighth and DHing will be number 27, Connor Twink. Batting ninth and playing left field will be number 10, Ricky Puckett. And pitching for the Rebels will be number 4, Jack Rector. Once again, the head coach for the Rebels is Brett Clark. And now here's the starting lineup for the home team, the Great Bend BatCats. Leading off and playing center field will be number 4, Alex Rogers. Batting second, playing left field will be number 14, Dylan Bomquist. Batting third and playing third base will be number 15, Go Bumbach. Batting fourth and DHing will be number 21, Andrew Enriga. Batting fifth and playing first base will be number 34, Micah Greer. Batting sixth and playing shortstop will be number 7, Zane Spin. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 25, Tyler Henry. Batting eighth and catching will be number 26, Junior Perez. And batting ninth and playing second base will be number 10, Noah Best. And pitching for Great Bend this evening will be number 20, Zach Thornton.
It's going to be interesting to see Barnes in the leadoff again because he had a rough game. He had a rough game yesterday, 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. And he had pretty good against Derby, hit a home run and had a couple of 3 hits, I believe, in the last game there. So, I mean, it's going to be to see what, coach trying to find that leadoff hitter, the guy that gets on base, the spark. Like I think Barnes can do it. As long as he puts ball in play, Frank, like a lot of teams that need to do that. A lot of players need to do that. Bowden, he's had a good start. He's been back down in the 5 hole where he's trying to get more RBIs out of him.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about it is, as well as I do, that you have to get those hits in the right positions.
Yeah.
When you got guys on base, and you can't believe in 2-3 guys on base, and that's the main thing. So we're going to go ahead and take a small break. We're going to go ahead and take it out to the field. And we're going to have the national anthem. They're having the starting lineups at this time. So I'd like to thank all our sponsors before we get started. The play at the plate or any run scored at home plate is sponsored by the Colonel Tim Marlowe Company in honor of the Canada National Guard, your home team. Always ready, always there. Batting and the sponsor for the designated hitter. Correction, the sponsor for the double play was sponsored by the team of Pate and Paul, attorneys at law, working for you. Any pitching change here this evening is sponsored by Ray Whipping. They have you covered. Doubles by the Newton Rebels, sponsored by Cobra Enterprise, Shore and Sustainability Connections. Home runs this evening by the Rebels, sponsored by John Odom and family, proud friends of the Newton Rebels. And any great play or player of the game is sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. We're about ready for the national anthem, so we'll take out onto the field. And that was our national anthem as we're about ready to get started here in Great Bend. Once again, defensively for the BatCats at first base will be number 34, Grover. Second baseman will be number 10, Best. At shortstop, number 7, Spin. Third base, number 15, Bombach. Left field, number 14, Blomquist. Center fielder will be number 4, Rogers. Right field, number 25, Henry. catching, number 26, Torres, and pitching tonight for Great Bend, number 20, Zach Thornton. Thornton on the mound for the BatCats.
Yeah, Frank, a lot of enthusiasm there with that PA announcer. Jason Moore, I mean, he gets that crowd going here. That's one thing when we always go up here. He hits them going, and he's a joy to hang out with today in the press box.
Yeah, there's 6, 7 of us up here in the press box. We're about ready to get started here. And it is a little warm up here, but we're going to try to hang with you. Hopefully our computer survives, because looks like that may be a problem. We have it's awful hot. And with no circulation, we're hoping that it doesn't shut us down. We had that problem with Facebook and on our phones, remember?
Oh, yeah. That's
a couple years ago.
That's a bad memory you brought up.
Bad memories, I tell you what. I mean, this is nothing compared to what we had a couple years ago. But we're hoping that we bring a good broadcast here tonight. And that overlay there.
Well, I know, Frank, you're ready. You're a Cliff Bar, I had mine here, Protein Bar, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, somebody was driving and forgot to stop to get us something to eat and in a hurry to get here. Who was driving, by the way?
Yeah, that's right. Who's prepared and brought that food? See, I brought that Protein Bar, so we're a team.
Yeah, we're a team. All right, we're ready to go here in Great Bend as the Great Bend BatCats host the Newton Rebels. For the Newton Rebels will be 7, Justin Barnes. Barnes comes in batting .357 as he's appeared in 4 ball games, has been up 14 times, has 5 hits, and has scored 2 runs. He does have a total of 2 RBIs.
From Marietta, Georgia, 5'10", 180, Shorter University. And there's quite a few Shorter University players in the league right now. And he just finished his sophomore season.
And Jack Thornton is a left-handed thrower, and we're ready to get underway. First pitch is in there for a call one. As count goes, no balls, 1 strike now to Barnes. Trying to see whether our scoreboard is even working or not up on the screen. Ball hits the second baseman. He bobbles the ball, and that's what he in for a error on the second baseman. As the second baseman for Great Bend, Best bobbled that ball. Looked like it's going to be an easy out there, so it is a E4 as we're got a runner on at first.
Yeah, I think Best right there. You got their speed. There's a lot of speed right there in Barnes, and you got to attack that ball like you're always talking about, Frank. Don't be back on your heels and the ball played.
Going to bring up the second, number 6, Camden Jurgensen. And I noticed that our scoreboard is not working. We apologize about it. We, for some reason, cannot put it up there.
Yeah.
It's up there, but it's not working on our end here.
Yeah, it's pretty rare right there, Frank. A bunt attempt, and it went out of the ballpark there and went right over. You know, he's got to get on top of the ball, get the barrel over the ball.
So the count goes no balls, 1 strike now. And here between innings, I'm going to try to put in another scoreboard, see if that works. So we can put it on the screen. For some reason, we got a different scoreboard, and I don't know what it is. But the count is balls, 1 strike here now to Camden Jurgensen. That one misses high for ball 1.
Good job there. High pitch right there. Like normally that's probably pop up in the air. Bunt strikes.
Try this again on the board here. Sorry about that. Bunt's laid down there by Jurgensen.
Good job. Just getting that barrel out there and just pushing it. Just barely, you can kind of deaden it. You deaden it and let the velocity of the ball hit, and it's going to be right perfect out there about 6-7 feet out there.
So we now have runner on at second base with 1 down. And that will bring up the right fielder, number 8, Thomas Capion.
And this is a guy that we're waiting for to explode. You know, right now we know that this guy can hit. He's proved it. Waldorf University. Frank, I got to get the University College together.
Here's the first pitch. That's in there for call strike. As the count goes, no balls, 1 strike.
Frank, he's from Hawaii. I know you probably know some of the golf courses out there. He's 6'1", 215, and he's a senior.
Well, I wish I knew some of those golf courses out there. I've never been out there. So the count of no balls, 1 strike, and here's the pitch. That one dismisses as the count goes to 1-1.
Yeah, last night he came in and pinch hit and struck out. But like I said, he's also a guy who's proven that he can get 10 home runs this past spring.
So Thornton ready to work against Thomas Capion. Here's pitch right on at second base as we're just now in the top half of the first inning. 2-0 now. Correction, 2-1 now count to Capion.
It's very frustrating too. I'm saying as a coach, you get a guy over in scoring position, especially when you give up an out. You have to give up an out to get him over there, and now you have him there. Now it comes to a base hit and score.
And here's the pitch. That one hit right up, back up the middle. Shortstop moves to his left, fires across first base, and moving over to third base was Tim Barnes. So a 6-3 put out for the second out, as we now have 2 down here in the top half of the first inning. One runner is on third base, and that will bring up the third baseman, 23, Nolan Ray. And once again, if you're just now joining us, our scoreboard is not working up on the screen. It is working on a control center, but for some reason, Don't know what it is. That's not showing it up on the screen. We do see a scoreboard out there. Every time we count up, it does not the base runners or, so it's probably not going to show you the score either. So we're going to try to keep you updated, and we do apologize. That one hit hard there by Riley, and that's going to be in there for a base hit. Scoring from third base will be Justin Barnes. So Nolan Riley records his first hit of the game and an RBI, and that now takes the score to 1-0 in favor of the Newton Rebels.
Well, I'll tell you, Frank, we saw him last year. He's one of the few returners from last year's team. Nolan Riley, Kansas plays at Arkansas Fort Smith, and we see, you and I both know, he has one of the best eyes. I mean, right there, balls and strikes, and he'll make a pitcher work hard.
So Riley records his first hit of the game. That is the second hit of the season for Riley. That brings up the shortstop number 1, Andrew Brotman. And it is an down to Brotman.
Yeah, Brotman was 1 for 3 last night, one score, and also had a walk.
Swinging it there by Brotman as the count goes to 0 balls and 2 strikes.
And I think sometimes Brotman, he gets that swing a little long. He'll admit that, trying to keep that swing short. He's been seeing ever since that home run at Derby. Also, he saw a lot of breaking balls.
Ball is fouled up by Brotman as the count stays at 0 balls and 2 strikes.
He's also a guy that doesn't strike out a lot. I mean, he's struck out a few times, but I mean, he puts some play.
Can I try this one more time? See if I can get this. And it's not working. Showing it up there, but it's not showing my count. I have no idea what's going on here.
Brotman from Kansas City, won 185. Played in Osceola County, but he's going to Eastern Illinois.
The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes down to Andrew Brotman. They are the top half of the first inning. 1-0 is the score in favor of your Rebels. And Zach Thornton now ready. And here's the pitch. That ball into center field. Center fielder backing up, makes catch. That's Alex Rogers for the third out. So nice hit there by Andrew Brotman, but that was just backed up the center fielder as he got under and made the catch. So top half the first inning for the Newton Rebels. They score 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on base. At the end of 1 heavy play, the Newton Rebels 1, and the Great Bend BatCats coming to bat. All right, we welcome you back here to Newton Rebels baseball. Defensively for the Newton Rebels, the first base number 44, Thor. Second base number 6, Ferguson. At shortstop, 1 Bowman. Third baseman will be number 23, Riley. Left fielder will be number 10, Hit. Center fielder, number 7, Barnes. Right fielder, number 8, Capion. Catcher, number 22, Allen. And pitching this evening for the Newton Rebels will be number 4, Jack Rector. Rector on the mound for the Rebels.
Yeah, Rector from Peoria, Arizona, 6 foot 170. He's at Concordia, Chicago, and he has finished his freshman season.
He will be getting ready to. So we'll have for the back do up is the leadoff hitter Alex Rogers. He'll be followed by Baumquist and Baumbach. So up is the center fielder number 4, Alex Rogers. Alex Rogers gets in, and he has played in games. Has been about 15 times, has 6 hits, and has scored 12 runs with 3 RBIs. And he is batting .400.
Yeah, Rogers, 5'11", 190. Outfielder.
That ball first ball hit out into center field. Center Farms gets under, makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out, and here in the bottom half of the first inning.
Yeah, I always thought that when my personal view as a head coach, I always thought, make the pitcher work, the lead off, because we talk about that for a pitcher that first inning, and you just help them out that first pitch fly out.
Now batting for the back, we left fielder number 14, Dylan Blomquist. Blomquist comes in batting .188 as he's appeared in 5 ball games. Been up to bat 16 times, has 3 hits, scored 5 runs. Also has 2 doubles, so he does have some hits on the shortstop. Andrew Button, and that was deep. That's going to be a base hit.
Yeah, I mean, that's the ball is one pitch right there. Yeah. Not a bad pitch.
Robin was able to get in front of it, but there was no way he was going to be able to get him with that being that deep. That will bring up the third baseman, number 14, Baumbach.
Yeah, Baumbach,
correction.
6 foot 230, corner infielder. sophomore from Northeast Texas Community College.
Bomback comes in batting 111 as he's appeared in 4 ball games. Has 1 hit at 9 at bat. First pitch to him is called ball 1. The count is 1 strikes now to Bomback.
One thing about Rector right now, he's right around that zone. I mean, it's like a great bender being aggressive.
Right on at first base as Bloomquist recorded a base hit. That one outside corner, and that will even up count now at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0 is the score in favor of your Rebels. Jack Rector, a left-handed batter, or correction pitcher, to a right-handed batter. And here is Rector's pitch. Ball hit to the right-hand side. That's in the gap between first and second. Rounding second base, but stuffing is Blomquist, and Bomback records his first hit of the ball game. That is the second hit recorded by the Great Bend BatCats.
Frank, I tell you, Great Bend's doing great. Those 2 hits going with the pitch. They're both away. Both away. The left-handed hitter, Blomquist, went to the left side, 5-6 all over there, and then Bomback right the outside pitch just took a nice easy swing between first and second.
That brings up the designated hitter number 1, Andrew Nwia. And Nwia comes in batting 286 as he appeared in 4 ball games, has been up to bat 7 times, has 2 hits, and has scored 1 run. And here's the pitch by Rector. That one's time for ball 1.
And he's a junior from the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, and he's from Modesto, California.
So 1-0 is the score here in the bottom half of the first inning, but the Great Bend BatCats do have runners on first and second with 1 down. And here is Rector's pitch. That one fouled off there by Nwia, as that will even up the count at 1-1.
And I think it's good that Rector's right around the plate. He needs to keep changing up the speeds and location, of course.
And no, we do not have an organist here at Great Bend. That's the PA announcer doing music and the PA. And here's the pitch by Rector. Breaking ball down in the ground, misses for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Andrew Nwia. Nwia is the designated hitter here this evening for the BatCats.
Frank, actually, and old enough that I played at places where they had the organ out there. That's, yeah.
Well, Lawrence Dumont Stadium for many years, the NBC World Series had an organist. And then a lot of the Earls, and boy, that's going back. That one hit hard into center field. Barnes backing up, and that's going to be gone right over the 380 mark. A 3-run home run by Andrew Nwia.
Yeah, right now he's throwing. Like I said, he's right on the plate, and right there, I don't know if that would change up off his bat. I mean, he's trying to throw something right down the middle though, and he just took it right up the middle.
Well, a 3-run home run, and now we scored a 3-1 in favor of the Great Bend BatCats.
And that's the deepest part of the park, right? Straight center field.
Now batting will be the first baseman, will be number 34, Micah Grover. Grover comes in batting. He's batting .500 as he's appeared in 6 ball games. Has hit the bat 8 times, has 4 hits, and has scored 6 runs. So very productive there by Grover. Ball hit in center field. Barnes takes a couple steps forward, makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, it's something that Coach Mandarino and Rector are going to have to talk about to get out of this inning. And I think it's just changing up speeds, don't be finding around it because they're being aggressive. And the pitchers, I mean, you saw 4 solid hits right there.
That brings up the shortstop, number 7, Zane Spin. Spin batting .350 as he's appeared in 6 ball games. Has been up to bat 20 times, has 7 hits, and has scored 7 runs. And that one almost hits him. Just turned around and just sailed right by his right shoulder.
Yeah, Spin yesterday was 2 for 4. Had 2 base hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts.
That one just missed high for ball 2. So the count goes 2 balls, no strikes as we are in the bottom half of the first inning. 3-1 is the score as Andrew Nwia hit a 3-run home run for the Great Bend BatCats to take the lead. That one in there for call strike 1. Right across the knee as the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike.
It's been one of several players from college.
That pitch misses outside. Count now goes to 3 balls and 1 strike.
Looks like right now, Frank, that ball's carrying, though. It's even on the outside.
A little bit breeze out of the east there, southeast, so we're not getting very much. That one in there for call strike, and that will take the count to full now at 3-2.
Spin kind of discreet, about ready to throw his bat, thought he had a walk.
Yeah, he thought that one was a ball forward, but the plate umpire called strike. So we do have a full count, and here's Jack Rector's pitch. That one hits the inside corner. Or he missed. Well, I thought the umpire was going to ring him up.
That's pretty close. That's that's what I always say to my hitters. If it's that close, you'd be swinging. But I guess he knows better than I do.
The umpire's got one move to call him out. That's what he was going to do. That's going to bring up the right fielder number 25, Tyler Henry. So Spin records a walk, and he'll be on it for base. With 2 down here in the bottom half of the first inning. 3-1 is the score And here's Rutgers pitch. That one lifted right over the shortstop head. That's going to be in left field. There goes a spin to third base and caught up in the middle. They're going to tag him out there. No, they're going to say safe as he got underneath the tag. So they will be runners now at first and third with 2 down as Henry got base hit into left field.
Yeah, these guys they're kind of swinging. I mean, well, I can't even get a report on them, Frank, to get a little info because they're swinging that first pitch.
Number 26, Junior Torres.
So now batting for the Great Bend BatCats will be the catcher, number 26, Junior Torres. Torres up there with runners on first and third, and there's 2 down here in the bottom half of the first inning.
The catcher is a freshman from Paris Junior College.
That one hits Torres as he's going to take his base now. That one moved inside on Torres. So the bases will be loaded now. And that will bring up the second baseman, number 10, Noah Best. Best looks like we are going to have a visit to the mound there by Mandarino, pitching coach for the Newton Rebels.
And Mandarino just held him down, and I don't see anybody. I don't think it was up in a bullpen or anything like this. He sure don't want to get away right now.
So Mandarino now.
You kind of spend that momentum.
Is out there talking to Jack Rector on the catcher Connor Allen. So we're going to have Zen spin at third base as he reached on a walk. Moved over on a base hit by Tyler Henry. He's standing at second base on that walk to Torres now at first base. And Noah Best comes in batting .333 as he's appeared in 3 ball games. He had been up the bat 6 times and has 2 hits.
Second baseman, number 10, Noah Best.
Best right now is a 9th hole. So they got this the 9th hitter in this inning.
They scored 3 runs with bases loaded and 2 outs. And this base runner up makes 9 guys. You are correct, sir. Break the ball in there for a call, strike 1. Nice pitch there by Jack Rector. As the count goes, no balls, 1 strike now to Noah Best. What did he do last night here?
Noah Best, he was actually 0 for 5.
Okay. 0 for 5 last night, and here's Rector's pitch. That one also breaking ball, and there's call strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now to Noah Best. The 9th hitter here in the bottom half of the first inning. So now all Jack Rector has to do is not throw anything right down the middle, and he gets that right by him. And a swing is there by Best as he goes down swing for third out. So at the bottom half of the first inning for the Great Bend BatCats, they scored 3 runs.
Tickets are 1 for 1.
And they had 4 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. At the end, 1 inning play is the Great Bend BatCats 3 and the Rebels 1, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play now, joined along by General Manager Mark Cavallo. As we go to the top of the second inning, the score, the Great Bend BatCats 3 and the Newton Rebels 1. Well, the Rebels start off with a scoring run there at the top of the first inning for the Rebels. Mark looked pretty good, but then all of a sudden the BatCats hit a 3-run home run to take the lead 3-1.
Right, and that's something, like I said, Coach Mandarino made a good call going out there and talking to him, telling him down, especially with the base loaded. And then he got that inning strikeout. I'm sure he's doing right now what's working, what's not, getting with the catcher, trying to figure out what's going on.
So we're in the top half second inning. 2 up for the Rebels is first baseman number 44, Carson Thor. And Zach Thornton ready to start his second inning and work that first pitch. So swing and miss there by Thor. As the count goes, no balls, 1 strike.
I was going to say, Thor from Tumble, Texas, 6'2", 225 from Sul Ross State.
And Thor comes in batting. Comes in batting .231 as he's appeared in 4 games. Has been up to bat 13 times and has 3 hits. Has not scored a run yet. That one is low for ball 1. So the count will go now to 1 ball, 2 strikes. To first baseman Carson Thor. Here in the top half of the second inning. If you're just now joining us, it is 3-1 in favor. And
the thing is, all those pitches were away. It's one of those things he's got to sit there and take that to right field because that's what all he's going to be seeing right now.
So out number 1 there as Thor goes down on third strike. Brings up the catcher number 22, Connor Allen.
Connor Allen from Barton County Community College. He's a local guy, I guess you could say. He's actually from Wichita, Kansas. He played right here in Great Bend as a freshman.
Breaking ball in there, called strike one. Allen comes in batting .059 as he's appeared in 6 ball games. Has been up about 17 times and only has 1 hit. That one misses outside for ball 1. As the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike here in the top half of the second inning. 3-1 is the score in favor of the BatCats.
Yeah, right now, I mean, the Rebels, they need to take that outside pitch and go with it.
And that one ball timeout as Thornton was taking just a little bit too long for his liking.
And they're going to keep throwing that way, Frank, until somebody proves they can hit that. Yeah, it was down and in right there, but
well, we have some comments my fans are watching. Unfortunately, we cannot fix the color on it due to the fact that we're in the shade and the field is up in the sun, and that's just what we're going to get. Our little camera does not have that potential to change colors, so we apologize about that. Count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Connor Allen. We do appreciate all the comments that you do make. It does help us out to let us know how the can win. Now, we do know that this computer is running awful hot, so it may be affecting our production here. And that one misses outside for ball 3. So this takes the count now to full at 3-2.
Yeah, I was hoping the cooler it gets right now. The sun be going down here in a while. I mean, I think it's cooler.
That ball he hit hard into center field. Center field back to his left. Now he comes forward. That's Alex Rogers making the catch for out number 2. So we have 2 down now here in the top half of the second inning. And that will bring up the designated hitter number 27, Connor Swink.
Yes, yesterday he was 0 for 1. His pitch hit appearance.
Swink comes in batting .333 as he's appeared in 2 ball games. Has been up to bat 6 times. There's a swing and a miss there by Swink. Has been up to bat 6 times and has 2 hits. So the ball is 1 strike now to Connor Swink, designated hitter this evening for the Rebels. And here is Thornton's pitch. That one's outside and Swink goes for it. As the count now goes 0-2.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the hitters 0-2. I mean, there were 2 strikes.
Once again, we appreciate all your comments. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss there by Swink as he goes down swinging for the 3rd out. And that is the 2nd strikeout recorded by Zach Thornton of this inning and the 2nd of the ball game. So the top half of the 2nd inning for the Rebels, they scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 1.5, it is the BatCats 3 and the Rebels 1. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the bottom half of the 2nd inning to score the Great Bend BatCats 3 and the Newton Rebels 1. Due up for the BatCats is the leadoff hitter, center fielder number 4, Alex Rogers. He flew out to center field the first time up.
And Rogers was 1 for 2 yesterday. We didn't really get a chance to talk too much. He hit the first pitch, but he had 2 walks and hit batter last night.
It's hit Rogers batting .400 for the season so far. And here's the pitch by Rector. Breaking ball in there for call strike 1 as we are now in the bottom half of the 2nd inning.
Rogers from Barton County. A lot of Barton County kids.
That one is for ball 1. 1-1 now count.
He's actually from Omaha, Nebraska. And the one thing I think Rector, he needs to throw that off speed a little more, Frank.
That one lifted in right field. Right fielder Capion back up. That's going to be up against the fence. And Rogers will be in with a double to start off the bottom half of the 2nd inning. By the way, that's a play at the plate in the 1st inning. Forgot to announce, is sponsored by Colonel Tim Muller family and honor of Kansas National Guard. Your home team always ready, always there. That is the 5th hit now for the Great Bend BatCats. We'll bring up the left fielder number 14, Dylan Blomquist. Blomquist reached on a base hit his first time up and scored on that 3-run home run by Inouye. So Rector ready to go with the runner on at second base. Pitch misses high for ball 1. No outs here in the bottom half of the second inning. 3-1 is the score in favor of the BatCats.
Yeah, the BatCats have came ready to hit. They're very aggressive, and so right, he's run the zone, and they're going to get some hits.
Here's Rector with the pitch. That one just breaks outside. As the count now goes 2 balls, no strikes now to Dylan Blomquist.
It just makes a whole difference because you sit there and you look at what Thornton was doing. He was getting hit in the count. He's been getting hit in the count, and they're not. And you can see the Rebel hitters aren't out there too long.
So Blomquist ready in the box, and here's the Rector. That one in for call strike. As the count now goes to 2 balls, 1 strike.
But when you're behind in the count, guess what? Your defense. We talk about it all the time, Frank. That it wears down your defense. They're out there, and all of a sudden they start getting on your heels.
2-1 now the count to Blomquist. We don't have a radar down here, Mark. There's a fastball hits the inside corner.
There you go.
Count even up now at 2-2.
Yeah, spotting up, mixing it up.
Good crowd here in Great Neck. There's a cover over the stands, and they're all in the shade. That misses outside for ball 3. So the count will go now at 3-2 to Blomquist.
And it's also affects your pitch count. I mean, right now, Coach Carney guys go fifth, sixth inning, and we've had guys not past the 3rd or 4th inning because of the pitch counts.
Rector taking his time. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside for ball 4. So there'll be runners now on at first and second with no outs. And that will bring up the third baseman, number 15, Bobak.
Yeah, I'll take a chance to talk much about him. 6 foot, 230, sophomore from Northeast Texas Community College.
Number 15, Nico Bomba.
Pretty solid kid at 6 foot, 230, Frank.
Bombach is batting 111. Has appeared in 4 ball games, has been up the plate 9 times, and has 1 hit. We'll see if Coach Roger Ward lays the bunt down here, move the runners in scoring position, being up 3-1. There's a toss over to second base, and in safely is Rogers. Nice move there by Jack Rector. Just a little bit high on that throw.
Yeah, it's a little high, and he had him frozen right there for a second.
Yeah, second baseman for the New York Rebels. Jurgensen was there, but like I say, that toss just had high. So the count is no balls, no strikes here as Rector's ready to throw the first pitch to Bombach. Here's the pitch. That one down low for ball 1.
I was going to say, well, Allen, he's got to be pretty tired, that whole game yesterday, and he's been catching a lot.
Yeah, he's been playing the last 2-3 ball games for the Newton Rebels. Rogers on at second base, Blomquist at first. And no out here in the bottom half of the second inning. Here's the other throw, and that one's going to go out in center field. And both runners will advance now. As Barnes comes up with the ball, and that's just a bad throw there. Well, actually, it was right over the bag.
Yeah, it was right over there, but the player was running back to the bag, and there was no way that Jurgensen couldn't have got that.
Yeah, Jurgensen kind of stuck his hand out, but just was not able to get to it.
But at the same time, the player was running back there. So, I mean, it's just one of those deals that I'd rather see him going right after the hitters right now.
He hit the outside corner instead of the inside corner. That one is fouled off. So that takes the count now to 1 ball, 1 strike.
And again, Frank, I mean, hitters just need to realize all they have to do is step off. They don't really have to throw all the time. They don't have to. They just step off, and a runner's going to think, hey, he's thinking about me.
So now Rogers at third base, Blomquist at second, no outs. Here in the bottom half of the second inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss there by Bombach. I believe it's supposed to be Bombach. Back. Bombach. There we go.
We'll have to listen to Jason Ward see I said that.
It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
He's the PA announcer here. He's been here for a while.
And here's the pitch. That one misses high for ball 2. As the count now goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. You'll notice that the pitcher will get a little bit better once the sun goes up. We're just in the press box, like I say, we're covered to where there's nothing but shade. Oh, hit hard to the second baseman. Second baseman bobbles all, goes to first base for that. Come on home now. And there's going to be a run scored. That one will take it 4-1.
Oh, man, and that would have been at least a double play. George going to held on to that, but when he was falling, when he was diving for it, it was a great play.
Jurgensen dove for that ball on the left-hand side. The ball hit his glove, but it came out. So he went to first base like he should have done. But then Thornton forgot about the third guy on third base. And by that time, the third baseman Rogers had taken off and towards home, and the throw was just a little bit late.
And that's where people have to talk. They've got to talk.
So runners now at third base as Blomquist also went to third base on the plate. One down here. That brings up the designated hitter, number 21, Andrew Nweye. Let's see, we're going to have a 4-3 put out for the first out.
I don't know how far he was off on third base there, but I'm saying it would have been definitely double play, and if he was way off, could have been triple play.
Yep. There's the pitch. That one a breaking ball. Looks like he did go, but nobody's challenging it. There we go. Now they're challenging it.
You got to be careful how you pitch this guy, because, I mean, what his last at bat, the home run. So.
As the count goes, no balls, 2 strikes now to Nweye. Yes, he did hit the 3-run home run in the bottom half of the 13th. Run on at third base with 1 down. 4-1 is the score. And here's the pitch. Ball hit hard into right center field. Backing up is Barnes, backing up. Makes the catch on the track area. And another run will soar as Nweye gets another RBI.
Nweye did his job. He knew he had his drop ball, get this run in, whatever it takes, and he did that.
So 5-1 now the score in favor of the Great Bend BatCats. Opening up the first one, number 44, 34, Mike Grover.
Yes, Grover, 6'1", 220, sophomore, another Barton County guy. He's from Cheney, Kansas.
So 5 runs, 5 hits now for Great Bend. That ball hit back to Rector. He's going to run it down at first base. It'll be a 1-3 play as it finally passes over to Thor for the third out. Now before the Great Bend BatCats, they scored 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and
it's 2 runs.
2 runs. Okay. You're right, my bad. I forgot to mark that one down there. 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 2 innings of play, the 6-1 in favor of the Great Bend BatCats. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels as we go to the top half of the inning. The score, the Great Bend BatCats 6 and the Newton Rebels 1. 2 up for the Newton Rebels will be the left number 10, Ricky Hockett.
You know, and Hockett came in yesterday in the bunt situation, and unfortunately popped it up to the catcher.
For Hockett has appeared in 3 ball games, has been up to bat 5 times and has no hits, but he has scored 2 runs. So Hockett due up. That will bring up the, on deck will be Barnes and then Jorgensen in the hole. Missed there by Hockett.
No, Hockett from Plainville, Kansas, 5'10", 185, Friends University, and he just finishes junior year. I said he had a spring, Frank. He had COVID, I think, a couple times, and didn't get to play as much as he usually does in pitch. You know, he's him shutting down Cheney last year. The guy can pitch and he can hit, but he's still trying to get his just get his timing going and hitting.
So 2 strikes out. Here's the pitch. The swing and a miss there by Hockett. It goes down for out number 1, and that is the 3rd strikeout recorded by Pack Thornton. That will bring up the center fielder number 7, Justin Barnes.
Thornton's doing a great job getting ahead right now. That's what it's about when you're a pitcher.
Yeah, we happen to have a couple pitchers over to our left doing the scoreboard, alternating innings.
See if you disagree with me, let me know, okay? Just let me know.
Here comes the pitch. That one hit into right center field. That was going to be in for a base hit. And Hockett downs first base, but not able to move any further. I'm sorry, Justin Barnes. Barnes records his first hit of the ball game.
And that's what I like to see Barnes do. Go with the pitch.
And also Barnes records his 6th hit of the season here so far.
And the frank thing is, you and I were talking about Barnes, he's an energy guy. He just needs to get on base. Make this team go. Sorry.
That will bring up the second number 6, Camden Jurgensen. So Jurgensen now up with the runner on at first base and 1 down. Breaking ball in there for call strike 1.
Jurgensen from Kansas, 5'10", 150. Butler, community college, and he just finished his freshman year.
A lot of freshmen
It's
on the Newton Rebels roster. That one misses high. And the countdown goes to 1 ball, 1 strike.
and I don't mind freshmen as long as they work hard and try to improve. And that's what we're hoping on right now with these Rebels young players.
Well, not only that, but they happen to go. There goes Barnes down. The throw down to second base is going to be in time as the second baseman held the ball there. Just waiting for Barnes. That was best. And they throw there by the catcher, number 26, Junior Torres.
Yeah,
so
that's
there
a
is
great
now
throw.
2 down, and a 2 are put out for the second out. As count 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one fouled off there by Jurgensen. And the count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, we'd like to thank you very much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. The score is 6-1 now. There's a base hit into center field by Camden Jurgensen. Jurgensen records his first hit of the game. And Jurgensen records his second hit of the season. That will bring up the right fielder, number 8, Thomas Capion.
I'm waiting for Capion to get it going, and I know Ben isn't. But, we know the potential that this guy can do. He's a proven player, older player, not a freshman.
Yeah, he batted 340 this last season, and I think he had 10 home runs.
Yeah, 10 and 43 RBIs.
So he has a lot of power, and here's the pitch. A swing and a miss there by Capion as the count goes 1 ball, 1 strike.
Kind of on that front side quite a bit there, Frank, collapsing.
So Jurgensen on at first base as he recorded his first hit of the game. Here's the pitch. The swing is there by Capion, and the countdown goes to 0 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down here in the top half of the third inning. 6-1 is the score in favor of Great Bend. Here's Thornton's pitch. That one fouled off, and that one hits Cap in the face there. It looks like he's holding his right side, shakes his head a little bit as Brett Clark comes running in to make sure that he's okay.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad right off the plate.
Yeah, went right off the plate, right back into his face. Not sure if he hit his eye or what there, but you see right away him shaking his head there.
Coach Clark's looking to make sure he can see if he did it right in the eye. He's got to make sure. You got to see all the number one thing I always talk to a hitter. Can you see the pitch?
Capion will be staying in the ball game. As the count stays at 0 balls, 2 strikes.
By the way, Frank, there is action in the Rebels bullpen. I can't tell you who it is right now, but
I believe it's number 55.
it's T.J. Virginie.
And here comes the pitch by Thornton. That one way high and gets back the backstop. The runner would now move to second base. That is Jurgensen.
Yeah, Thornton just got away. He's throwing a fastball.
As count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Thomas Capion. Jurgensen moved to second base on that day. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Choking up, 2-strike approach.
And here's a pitch by Thornton. Swing and a miss there by Capion, and he goes down, swinging for out number 3. So top half of the third inning for the Newton Rebels, they scored. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 2.5 innings played, it is Great Bend 6. Wait a minute, it should be 5. I'm sorry. Where am I getting 6?
They have 6.
They scored 3 first inning, 2 in the second inning.
5. It's okay.
All right, that's what I thought.
Frank, you were right.
Well, Carp, what do you do to me? All right.
Hey, the scoreboard.
The score is exactly right. 5 now. 5-1. And let me catch everything up here. We're going to go ahead on a small break. We'll be And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. And the correct score is the Great Bend BatCats 5 and the Newton Rebels 1. As we are in the bottom half of the third inning, we apologize for giving you the wrong score. And but it is 5-1. It brings up the for the BatCats shortstop number 7, Zane Spin. He reached on a walk his first time up in the first inning and was left-handed at third base.
Hey, game yesterday going 2 for 4.
Jack Rector now getting ready to do his inning of work. And here's Rector's pitch. Breaking ball in there for call, strike one. That's count ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, right now they need him to get a shutout inning right here, be efficient.
Here's the pitch. That fastball misses outside as the count now will even up now at 1 ball and 1 strike.
And they got to be hoping that somehow he gets through the 5th inning. But the one thing I do have to talk about, I do like the Rebels bullpen, how they've been playing,
They've been coming in and doing a good job. That one hits the outside corner as that count now go to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Luke Frazier, they look as tough as anybody right there, and so you want to get your starting pitchers need to get deep in the games.
And here's the pitch by Rector. Swing and a miss there by Spin, and he goes down swinging for out number 1. And that is the first strikeout. The second strikeout recorded there by Jack Rector.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about earlier. I think Rector needs to go with his off speed a little more. His movement is really good. He might not be able to control it, but his fastball that's where he got hurt.
So down here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, brings up the right fielder, number 25, Tyler Henry. The pitch by Rector is hot for ball 1. As count goes to 1 ball, no strikes. Now to Henry, who's playing right field this evening for the BatCats. Rector's pitch. Swing and a miss there by Henry. As the count will even up now at 1-1.
Yeah, Rector, he's the type of player let the guys put the ball in play.
Breaking ball in there for call, strike 2. As the count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice pitch there by Jack Rector as he looks something up there that time there.
And like I say, get ahead. Then you throw your pitches. You can throw your off speed or whatever. You throw a fastball away or something. Just change it up. He likes to drop down every once in a while, but you ahead in the count to do.
Yeah, he dropped down that time with his arm and takes the count down to 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and miss there by Tyler Henry. And that is the second strikeout of the inning, the 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Jack Rector. We have 2 down now here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. That will bring up the catcher, number 26, Junior Torres.
And the game's all about adjustments. And right there you see a pitcher and a catcher working together, making some adjustments.
And Torres got hit by a pitch his first time up. Was left stranded at first base as the bases were loaded. Comes from the side there was Rector. Misses outside as the count goes 1 ball, no strike down to Torres. Also threw out a nice toss there as he threw Barnes out at second base. And boy, that ball was there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I can say second base, all he had to do was wait on him.
And I was looking at Barnes' lead, and I thought, well, maybe he can go out a little farther. It didn't happen, Frank. He was going to get him.
That last pitch is strike as the count evens up. That one is inside, and the count will now go to 2 balls and 1 strike.
And if you look at Torres, he's right on the plate, and his hands are over the plate.
The 2 balls, 1 strike down to Torres, and here's Rector's pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss there. Great motion there by Jack Rector on that pitch.
So especially being a lefty, it's good to cut in. You can come in inside on him right here, especially with his hands over the plate.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Torres, and here's Rector's pitch. That one misses low for ball 3. So the count will go full now and 3-2. 2 down here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. 5-1 is the score in favor of Great Bend. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss there by Torres as Jack Rector strikes out the side as he records his 4th strikeout of the ball game. Exactly what Torres needed there that time, Carv, to shut him out. And the bottom half of the 3rd inning for the Great Bend BatCats, they scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 3 innings of play, it is the Great Bend BatCats 5 and the Newton Rebels 1, and we'll be back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined by Mark Kaba, general manager for the Newton Rebels. We're going to the top of the 4th inning, and the score is 5-1. Here in the top half of the 5th inning, in the favor of Great Bend.
And I was going to say, Frank, this guy right here, Nolan Riley, that's coming up. But, I mean, go ahead. I was going to tell you something.
Okay. Due up for the Rebels is the third number 23, Nolan Riley. He'll be followed by Botman and Thor in the hole. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, Riley's kind of player. You pretty bat probably like 2, 3, and for maybe even a lead because he'll get on base. He's such a good guy, and he knows how to move runners.
Breaking ball in there by Thornton, in there for call strike one. As the count goes, no balls, one strike. Here in the top half of the fourth inning, Nolan Riley recorded his first hit of the game and an RBI as Barnes scored. There's a hard hit there by Riley, but the right left fielder moves to the right and makes the catch out of the ball. That was Dylan Blomquist. And brings one down.
And you can't do anything about that. He hit the ball hard, but like I said, he's the kind of guy that I have more faith in him with 2 strikes. He'll move a runner. And usually, like I said, he's been barreling it up, and he just played, this third game? So I mean, that's he's pretty unique, and he's a contributor to the Rebels you watch.
Due up now for the Rebels, shortstop number 1, Andrew Brotman. Brotman flew out to center field. There's a swing and a miss there by Brotman. As count goes, no balls, one strike. Here in the top half of the fourth inning, 5-1 is the score in favor of Great Bend. Brotman playing shortstop here this inning, batting in the fifth hole. Pitch down in the ground. That will even up the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike.
When I the right-handed hitter, they say when the pitch is away, try to look at it. Try to go to that right center, thick right center, right gap, like Barnes did right there.
Here's the pitch. That ball hits to the shortstop spin. Spin kind of bobbles the ball a little bit, throws it in the ground, and Botman's going to be on first, and that's going to be the second error of the ball game for the BatCats. That will bring up the first pitch number 44, Carson Thor.
Yeah, Thor's another guy too, Frank, that we know he hits his freshman of the year or whatever you were talking about at his college. And
Division three.
Division 3. I mean, he's got a hit. Obviously, you get that from Sul Ross State. So, like I said, a lot of guys wanted to see him start stepping up a little more, hitting solid contact, and see what happens. He's one of them.
That brings up the first baseman, number 44, Carson Thor, with Brotman on at first base. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. As the count goes, 1 ball, no strikes.
And haven't been a veteran of summer ball since '98. I've had teams. I can tell you right now, it just takes a couple weeks for the hitters that would.
Here is Barton's pitch. That one hits the outside corner, and that will even up the count now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, we used to have aluminum bats in NBC World Series, there for a while.
Right.
Went to wood bats, but sure does make a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch, misses low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Carson Thornton, who is playing first base here for the Newton Rebels.
Now, I remember, you probably remember Herb Hess, the old Cleveland Indians, Cincinnati Reds scout, a good old friend of mine back in the day. He used to tell me, he used to love the NBC. They used to love because the league's the wood bats because that's what they're going to be playing. Yeah. That's what they're going to be playing when they play professional ball.
So 3 balls, 1 strike now to Thor, with Brotman on at first base, and we have 1 down here in the top half of the fourth inning. And here's the pitch. That one in there for it's ball 4. Boy, that umpire flipping twice now. I thought he was going to call that a strike. He always steps back when he called that strike, and it looked like that's what he was going to do. But instead, Thor is on with the base on balls, and that moves Brotman over to second base. That brings up the catcher, number 22, Connor Allen. Allen flew out to the center fielder his first time as he made the second out in the second inning. So we have runners on at first and second with 1 down here in the top half of the fourth inning. 5-1 the score. And Great Bend, that one misses hot for ball 1. That was a faster by Thor. Got away from him just a little bit.
And I talked to Connor just before the game about some adjustments that he's trying to make with his hands and everything. Yesterday he was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. And one thing we talked about is make sure your hands get loaded earlier.
So Allen is up there now with the 1 ball, no strike count. Here's the pitch. That one's low for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes now to Connor Allen. And your call timeout as Roger Ward is now walking up there towards the bullpen, or Christian, the mound, to talk to Zach Thornton.
This is a good move by Coach Ward because he's being proactive. Not going to sit and wait and see what happens. So let's take care of it now. Let's go talk, see what's going on, make some adjustments, what's working, what's not. Right now he's got a 5-1 lead, and you want to pitch like he had a 5-1 lead.
Now that sometimes all we got to me is how pitchers have a different mentality.
That's right. I know we got these 2 pitchers right by us here. I don't know,
They not throw strikes and you got to lead.
Yeah, no, you just come right after them. That's what you do, and it's going to take a lot of hits to come back. The worst thing is putting guys on base with walks.
And it's 2 balls, no strikes now to Connor Allen. Now we're ready to go back to action. Brotman on the base, Thor on first, 1 out. That one in there, call strike 1.
Yeah, just get back, and I don't know if there's anything mechanical or anything like that. Usually just something that you just, slow down, just remember, go back to what you were doing Because Thornton's been right around the plate.
Sure has. He's done a good job here tonight. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off there by Connor Allen. And that will even up the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And that's what pitchers do. You want them to challenge, man. Come after the guy. If the guy hits one, he hits it, But, I mean, he had to earn it. It's just like you, Frank. We up there and we walk over pitches, but we couldn't hit, But we could stand there and take,
Well, I guarantee you one thing. I probably would be going back to the dugout in 3 pitches. Have you heard that tune?
Oh, yeah.
I can do it in 3 pitches.
I can do it in 3.
Yeah. So runners on at first and second. There's a 2-2 count, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss there by Allen as he goes down for out number 2.
Seeing that, like I said, that good call right there. Experienced Coach Ward. Go out there, talk to the guys, settle him down.
And that is 5th strikeout recorded by Zach Thornton. That will bring up the designated hitter number 27, Connor Swing. 5-1 is the score in favor of Great Bend. Swing and a miss there by Connor Swing as the count goes to no balls, 1 strike.
Now, Swing, he struck out last time on 3 straight, 3 fastballs away. And I just saw right there, that's what they're going to do. I don't think they're going to do anything different.
I was going to say that one was a fastball away. Zach Thornton's pitch. Breaking ball misses high for ball 1. 1 ball and strike now to Connor Swink, who's batting in the 8th spot here this evening for the Rebels, all designated hitter.
Yeah, the pitching coach in JUCO, they used to say, show me you can hit that.
Here's the pitch. That one misses low for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Connor Swink.
Then he would say, you show me that you can hit that, then I'll throw you something else. And right now, a lot of our players, they get Jonas fastball away.
And that was called strike, so the count will now go to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sorry, Carver, I'm trying to get
no, you're fine. I'm just saying right now, I just want to see hit the ball.
Trying to get some stats and everything went away, so I'm trying to bring it back here. And here's the pitch by Zach Thornton. That hits Swink, so he will be going to first base. He kind of turned into it a little bit, and it did hit him. So bases will be full now. Brutman moves to third base, 4 moves to second, and Connor Swink will be on first base. And that brings up the left fielder number 10, Ricky Hockhead.
And Ricky right here at the second time, he got to see, he saw a few pitches last time, so we'll see what he learned. Because Ricky's a smart ball player, make some adjustments here.
Look to him is called strike 1.
He's called that high zone, hasn't he, Frank?
Yes, he has.
So that's one thing players need to realize that.
He has been very consistent. So no ball, 1 strike now to Hockett, and here's the pitch. Down into the ground. Nice job there by catcher Torres as he had to scoot to his right and was able to stay in front of it.
You know how tough that is, Frank. You're an ex-catcher. You know what it was all about, just blocking everything.
You have to give your body up, that's for sure. Somebody like Salvador Perez does for the Royals. That one into a call strike as the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ricky Hockett. Got to protect that plate. Base is loaded here for the Newton Rebels. A swing and a miss there by Hockett. That was down low, and he's down swinging for the second time in the ballgame. 3rd out of the inning, and that is the 6th strikeout recorded by Zach Thornton. So the top 4th inning for the Newton Rebels, they scored. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 3 left on base. At the end of 3.5, it is the Great Bend BatCats 5 and the Newton Rebels 1. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels baseball as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. The score is 5-1 in favor of Great Bend. So are the Great Bend BatCats. They scored 5 runs on 5 hits. They have 2 errors. The Newton Rebels have 1 run on 3 hits and no errors. 2 up for the Great Bend BatCats will be the second baseman number 10, Noah Best. First pitch to Best is called strike 1.
Yeah, I like that, Rector. Using some off speed.
That one to hit to the third baseman. Third baseman Riley is letting that ball go. He touches it out.
See, that's what I say. Smart ball player, just let it go.
And the count will now go to no ball and 2 strikes. The ball was going right on the line. Wasn't sure it was going
Yeah,
to get
no,
power
it is.
or
I
not.
mean, it's like taking a chance, but I mean, I knew too. Probably be tough to get that out right there.
But Nolan Riley did allow that to go foul, and then he touched it, so it is a foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes.
Our friends over here, Frank, just said that's 7 pitches right now.
57 pitches for Rector. Here's pitch. I'm breaking outside as the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
If he could be efficient, he could get, a couple more innings right here. Just
Well, he did job last inning as he tried to. And here's the pitch. Great ball. That one hit to the left-hand side, third base side. I was going to say right-hand side of Roger Ward, the head coach for the Great Bend BatCats. But the count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes.
like Roger's ready to make a play out there. Right?
Well, he did.
Coach will make a play out.
I don't think he even moved an inch. All fouled off there by Best. The count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's a big thing now. That's one thing about baseball. You got 9 innings. If you could hold them and all of a sudden, we had an opportunity there with the bases loaded. Just what you were talking about, getting that big hit.
Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss there by Noah Best, and he goes down for out number 1. And this is the 5th strikeout recorded by Jack Rector. And that is the 4th strikeout in a row now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Rector.
Yeah, Rector's made some adjustments right now, and he's looking good. This is what we thought he would be. Just for some reason, our pitchers are coming out, strike zone in the first inning, and it's kind of shown through the what's now, Frank?
Yeah, 7th ball game. Now that ball to the right-hand side, that's going to fall in front of Capion in right field. So that means that Rogers records his 2nd hit of the game, as that was Alex Rogers. He flew his field first inning, flew at a double in the 2nd, and now he gets a single here in the 4th inning.
I was going to say, it's next as we pitch. Rector tried to come back for that, and guess what? Just a nice, easy swing, and that's all you got to do. But the thing is, right now, this is the 3rd time around. He was a leadoff hitter.
That brings up the left fielder, number 14, Dylan Blomquist. Blomquist, a left-handed batter. And here's Rector's pitch. One misses high for ball 1. A good lead there by Rogers, as he is the leadoff hitter. So you expect leadoff hitters to have that speed, just like Barnes does for the Rebels. There goes the runner. That one fouled off to the left-hand side. Going is Riley, but out of play.
Yeah, Rogers had that base stolen, too.
Yes, he did. The Rector never even looked that way, and Rogers just took off, and before he even made a motion there, that he was already 1/3 of the way to the 2nd base when Blomquist fouled out.
That's a call hitter because you go just.
Yes, got to pick it up, maybe. Nope.
No.
They had him picked off in the first base, but Thor could not get the ball out of his glove. Oh, my goodness. So now Rogers will be on 2nd base. A nice move there by Jack Rector as Rogers took off, and he saw that and he threw to first base, but Rector tried everything, or Christian Thor tried everything to do to try to get that ball out and just couldn't. So Rogers ends up at 2nd base.
Yeah, and that's what speed does. Just hurry everything up. And
that one misses inside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Blomquist, as there is a runner on at 2nd base with 1 down. Here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, 5-1 is the score in favor of the If you're just now joining us. That one fouled off there by Blomquist. It's now goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now I'm looking at the live telecast. We're showing 5-1 with Great Bend's emblem, but then on our telecast up there, for some reason it's showing the Newton Rebels telecast or emblem.
Yeah. We will figure it out.
I just now saw the ball hits the 2nd baseman. Jerkson moves to his left, goes for base for Albert 2. The move to 3rd base on the play is Alex Rogers. So a 4-3 put if you're scoring at home for the 2nd out, and that will bring up the 3rd baseman, number 15, Nico Baumbach.
It's going to be big right here to hold that run. Keep a 4-run lead.
So 2 down now.
My goal, Frank, as a coach, is always to get a 5-run lead because you can on 1 swing they can beat you. But right now we're staying within that. We got the 4 runs.
Here's the pitch by Rector. That one is hot for ball 1. Well, the main thing you want to do here is make sure nothing gets away here from the catcher, Connor Allen.
No.
Throw everything around the plate there. And 1 ball, no strike now to Baumbach. That ball to the 2nd baseman. 2nd baseman comes up, goes to 1st for out number 3.
Good job.
Nice plays there by Jurgensen. Going over the 3rd. Another 4th put out for the 3rd out. And the bottom half of the 4th inning for the BatCats. They scored no runs on 1, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 4 innings of play, it is Great Bend 5 and Newton 1. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, and my general manager, Mark Cabala, as we go to the top of the fifth inning. Due up for the Newton Rebels will be the leadoff hitter, the center fielder, number 7, Justin Barnes. 5-1 is the score in favor of Great Bend. Newton scored first in the top half of the first inning, and then the Great Bend came back and scored 3 runs on a 3-run home run by Inguia, correction. And then they scored runs in the bottom half of the second inning to make it 5-1. So we are in the top half of the fifth inning, and Barnes is up. He reached on an error first time up, and then reached on a base hit, but was thrown out at second base.
I think this is his first third time against Thornton. We're going to see if Thornton going to make some changes. How he throws is still going away.
Swing and miss there by Barnes, and that's 0-2 now, as the first pitch was also called a strike.
Now Barnes did a good job outside his last time with that hit the right center.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss there by Barnes as he goes down swinging for out number 1. That is the 7th strikeout recorded by Zach Thornton.
You know, when you look at a situation like this, you got to make some adjustments. You know, I hate to, you got to get on top of the plate almost, and then you got to take that away and make that outside pitch almost middle with your bat.
Going to bring up the second baseman, number 6, Camden Jurgensen. That fastball in there for call strike 1. That had a little tail to it. I don't know if you noticed that. It's going left towards the bat, and then all of a sudden it broke away from him. Here's the pitch. No movement. That misses for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Camden Jurgensen, second baseman here this evening for the Rebels. He sacrificed in the first inning as he moved Barnes to second, and then got a base hit in the third inning and was stranded at second base. As the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Jurgensen. And here's the pitch by Thornton. That one in there, call strike 3, and looking was Jurgensen for the second out. 8th strikeout recorded by Thornton.
Thornton's going to keep doing that until the Rebels make that adjustment and take that away. You know, you just got to get on the plate. I'm not saying on top of the plate. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Get closer to the plate. So you can take that away. When you extend that bat, you'll be able to hit that.
That will bring up the right fielder, number 8, Thomas Capion. Swing and a miss there by Capion. The count goes 0 balls, 1 strike. We are in the top half of the 5th inning. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here this inning. Not sure where our computer was going to make it around. It's awful hot.
Cool
there.
down there.
And no,
Cool down.
I'm putting my hand right by it, and boy, I tell you what, it is hot. The count is 0 balls. The question is at 1-1. We'll see what it is here. That one in there for call strike. So the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That was a good pitch right there. I mean, good fastball right down the middle.
Right on the knee area. Here's the pitch. That one is low for ball 2. So the count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Thomas Capion from Hawaii.
That's one thing, being back here, Frank, we could see the strike zone pretty well. We could see everything.
It is 8:30 here, so it's probably around 5 hours, just about 3:30, 3:25, and that was another strikeout there by Thornton. So that is the 3rd out, and the 9th strikeout by Zach Thornton. So the top half of the 5th inning for the Newton Rebels. They score no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 4.5 innings of play, it is the Great Bend 5 and Newton 1, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebel Baseball as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Due up is designated hitter number 21, Andrew Inguia. Inguia hit a 3-run home run in the first inning. First pitch there by Rector is in there for call strike 1.
And I really like what Ricker's done. It's 3 ranks, I think 2 or 3, but right now he's mixing it up. Lead off guy with off speed and then fastball.
That one hit to the right-hand side. Capion backing up. That's Capion. I think that's a new right fielder there.
I know he made a couple of changes in there that I couldn't tell. I know we brought in Trey Wingett.
Trey Wingett moved to center field, and See who that is in right field there. Here you go. Here's the binoculars.
Okay.
That's your job, sir. So, and way up, go fly out to right field for the first out. And that will bring up the first base number 1, Mike Grover. So Grover up there. Who's that?
Oregon.
Oregon. Looks like that ball hit to the third baseman. Riley Wright goes to first base as he cut and brought him there. Nice move.
Yeah, it is.
And that is a 5-3 put out for the second out. Okay. And we have 2 down now here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. I'll bring up the shortstop, number 7, Zane Spinn. So 2 defensive changes now for the Newton Rebels. We have moved to center field and moved to right field. You said.
And we went for Barnes.
Okay. And Courtney
Corrigan went for.
Okay, for
Cat.
Capion. Okay. So Aiden Corrigan now playing right field.
Good pitch. That's a nice pitch.
And now up batting is the shortstop Spin. As the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. That one misses for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 5-1 is the score in favor of Great Bend. If you're now joining us.
Record right there. He kind of hurried his motion right there. He just needs to keep everything the same. That's what pitchers need to realize. Keep everything the same, and then everything different fastball.
Here's the pitch. That one hit right back to the record. He's going to run it out and just toss it over the third. So a 1-3 put out for the third out. And for the third inning in a row, Jack Rector has faced 3 batters in the third, 4 in the 4th, and 3 in the 5th. So the bottom half of the 5th inning for the BatCats, they scored no runs. No hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 5, the BatCats 5 and the Rebels 1. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebel Baseball as we move to the top half of the 6th inning. Score 5-1 in favor of Great Bend. And now the Great Bend BatCats have a new pitcher coming in to pitch is Ethan Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas 6'3", 225, sophomore from Hendricks College. That's down there in Arkansas. And he's from North Lake, Texas.
Okay, go ahead, keep talking there because I'm trying to look up some.
Frank's good to see everybody. You know, just talking about how we do it too with the 50-50. And I decided to participate, help out the Great Bend BatCats, you know, the fundraising. And, you know, because we're type of league right now where I don't know about some teams, but I know we don't have the big financial backing or anything. We're always looking for sponsors and, you know, anything to help. So I understand what Great Bend's going through and all the teams in the Sunflower League. So, and also, Frank, like you're saying, we have a lot more options available to, you know, for sponsors to help us out and help them out. We can do that.
Now we'll make sure we mention those sponsors here shortly. Once again, now batting for the Rebels, third number 23, Nolan Riley. And Ethan Thomas now coming in to pitch. And the first 2 called strike 1 as we are in the top half of the 16th. 5-1 is score. We'll give you the numbers for Zach Thornton. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, one base on balls, and as he faced 21 batters, and he a total of 9 strikeouts.
You know, Riley, you know, he's hitting the ball every time, up the middle.
Riley records his second hit of the ball game as he hit past the second baseman for the base hit into center field. That will bring up the shortstop, number 1, Andrew Brotman. So Andrew Brotman now up at the plate with a runner on at first base here in the top half of the 6th inning. So Thornton did a good job there for Great Bend as he faced 1 batter and had 9 strikeouts and only gave up 1 base on balls. That one hit hard to the right-hand side. It's going to be out of play as the count goes to balls and 1 strike.
Yeah.
Andrew Brotman.
It's going to be interesting to see what adjustments that they do make right here. I know the lefty is going away, and we'll see what happens right here. Thomas, what he does. Oh, yeah, how he's going to take the attack hitter.
So no balls, 1 strike now to Brotman. And here's a pitch by Thomas. breaking ball. That almost hit that point away from the catcher, Torres. Moving over to second base will be Riley. It looked like he was trying to throw a breaking ball.
Well, Torres was set up away. I mean, that ball just got away. He's just trying to throw a breaking ball. Just got away, which happens with pitch sometimes. And, luckily, Brahman had enough time to get out of the way.
So the runner will be now on at second base as count goes to 1-1 now to Andrew Bunn. Here in the top half of the sixth inning. Good ball game. 5-1 is the score so far, but the Newton Rebels need to put base runners. That ball hit to the right-hand side. Second baseman backing up. Looks like the right fielder's going to get down the line. Second baseman off. I thought he was going to get to that, but the right fielder, Henry, called him off.
The second baseman some range right there because he got there.
And that'll be a line out to right field for out number 1. So we come down now, and that will bring up the first baseman, number 44, Carson Thorpe. With the runner on at second base and 1 down.
Yeah, and I don't think from the 5-hole down, the Rebels even had a hit yet. So, I mean, it'd be nice to see. Get something going now.
Well, you definitely need the whole team. There's a foul off there by Thor. As count goes, no balls, 1 strike now to Carson Thor.
Yeah, a lot of guys just have to get those hands ready. Sometimes it's like, so the pitcher's coming, they're still going back. And you have time when you do that. Here's after it's better to be early than too late under load.
Thor is 0-1 his season as he struck out his first time up. That one into the ground. As count now goes to 1-1 strike. And then he reached a base on balls in the fourth inning and left stranded at second base as the Rebels left the bases loaded. Danny. And Ethan Thor now in relief of Thornton for the BatCats. Ball hit the center fielder backing up. Might be able to tag up. Not going to tag up is Riley.
But that's more likely you want to make the third out at base. But the whole thing was he hit that solid, just run the deepest part of this park.
So we have 2 down now here in the top half of the sixth inning. That will bring up the catcher number 22, Connor Allen. With 2 down, 5-1 the score. Allen is 0-2 this evening. Throughout the center field, that ball hit into the gap between third and short, but I'm not sure whether
Clark first.
Riley was going to be able to score there. Clark held him up.
Yeah, he was sending it. First, he wanted to be aggressive, come in case the guy bobbled it or something like that. You always want your guy, then you could stop him, and that's what he did right there. It's a good call.
Yeah, there's no way Riley was going to score on that one as the left fielder Quest came in hard and would have been able to throw him out. So now runners on first and third. That is the fifth for the Rebels. And 2 down. That brings up the designated number 27, Connor Swing. Swing got hit by a pitch his last time up. That one misses low for ball 1.
Good guy right there. And what we talked about last day as a team, we were talking about approach. And, look at one spot. Look at one spot. Know your pitch and swing, if it's right there.
So no ball, 1-0 strike there to Swink, and here's the pitch by Thomas. Ball hits to the right-hand side, right to the second baseman. It gets it on about 2. Goes to first, down number 3. So 4-3 put out for the third out. The top half of the sixth inning for the Rebels. They score no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of 5 1/2, it is Great Bend 5 and Newton 1, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. We go to the bottom half of the sixth inning. The score 5-1 in favor of Great Bend. Once again, due up now for the BatCats. Leading off will be the right fielder number 25, Tyler Henry, who will be followed by Torres and then Bess. And Jack Rusher out there to do his 6th inning of work as he has really settled down here in the ball game, where he has only faced 10 batters in the innings.
No, he's looking at just that. This is what we need. We need starts like this. Of course, our hitters aren't helping right now with, like I said, the 9 strikeouts and 9 and 5 innings, 6 innings. That's many. Get the ball and play.
Now up is the right fielder, 25, Tyler Henry. Henry is 1-2 here this evening.
Junior outfielder from Pittsburgh State. So you can tell Richter, he dropped down right there, first pitch. So he's got his confidence going right now. He feels good right now. He feels like he's got his motion.
That went foul to the right-hand side, and looks like the first baseman will be able to make that catch as Carson Thor will play out to number 3 for the first down. And we have one down now here in the bottom half of the 16th. That will bring up the kicker, number 6, Junior Torres. Torres is 0 for 1 here this evening as he got hit by a pitch the first inning, and then he's out in the third inning. Jack Rector in the 5th, 6th inning to work. That pitch just hitting the outside corner for call strike 1. No balls, 1 strike now to Junior Torres.
See how he's got his rhythm right now, Frank? You know, just a nice motion.
Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses inside as the even up the count now.
Right now, he's in control. He's been in control right now the last 3 innings you said, and
misses inside for ball 2. 2-1 now the count.
And that's a good feeling for a pitcher when you know, hey, I pitch my game and it's effective.
We do have somebody out on the bullpen for the Newton Rebels, and we'll take a look exactly see who that is. Not sure if he's still 55 or not.
So he's been there a while if it is.
Well, he rested for a little bit.
Yeah.
Now he's back up. That one missed in there for a call strike. As count now goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's one thing I always watch with Mike. You know, somebody your starter gets in trouble early.
That one is inside for ball 3. So count goes full now at 3-2.
So you start, and then the guy gets out of it. And then you race through half a game in bullpen.
There's DJ Virginie that is out there warming up for the Newton Rebels. That one fouled off there by Torres, and the count will stay full now at 3-2. One down here in the bottom half of the inning.
Definitely been out there warming up for a while now. He should be loose, Frank.
And here's the pitch. That one gets away from Richter. He tried to throw a breaking ball. That will be ball 4. So there'll be a runner on first base with 1 down. I believe that's only the 3rd walk given up by Rector. Yes, it is. 3rd walk given up by Rector, so he's done a great job here tonight.
That's what we talked about. We said if you're going to get beat, you're going to get beat by guys hitting the ball and not walking. And, I think he's done a good job. He's definitely the last 3 innings.
So Noah Best now the batter. That breaking ball is fouled off. I think that's a different batter. That's not for 10.
Let's see that.
Oh, yes, it is. Okay, yeah. It looks like 3 ones. But it is a 10. Okay. So no Best is up there, and he fouled that one off as the count goes no balls, 1 strike. Swing and miss there by Best, and the count goes to no balls, 2 strikes. Torres is at first base as he reached on a base on balls, and we have 1 down here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
I definitely like to see that double play to start responding.
In there for call strike 3, and Rector records his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So we have 2 down now here in the bottom half of 6th. And that will bring up the center fielder for Alex Rogers.
Rogers up for 4th time. Definitely work on this team. You don't get anything going right.
Rogers averaging 444. Tonight is 2 for 3. Had 1 run scored.
He's doing a great job for him. Which one? Get on base. Cause some havoc.
And here's the pitch. That one fell off by the count goes no balls, 1 strike. Once again, runner on at first base and 2 down.
And especially you look at it, it's the 4th time he's seen Rector right now. So
that was a good breaking ball there by Rector, and he was ready for it, but he fouled that one off.
the Rector's a different pitcher than he was, let's say, that first couple innings.
Rector take a good look at first base, and nice pitch there by Jack Rector. Just froze Rogers on that pitch as the count goes to balls and 2 strikes. What a great pitch.
Yeah, no, Rector's, he's right on right now. I mean,
he seems to be in a groove, that's for sure.
yeah, like I said, he's completely different than he was the first inning.
And here's a pitch by Rector. That one breaking ball, and that's in the ground, but nice job there by Allen as he chased that down, and Torres had nowhere to go, so he stays at first base. The count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes to Alex Rogers.
I mean, you look at it, Frank, 5 in the first 2 innings. He's held him now.
So far, he has held him here into the bottom half of the 6th inning. And here's Rector's pitch. Another breaking ball. That one is fouled off.
But the thing is about Rogers, I can just tell he's shortens up, puts a bat on the ball. He's going to tough out right here, especially to strike out.
So Alex Rogers is there.
You can always tell those guys that are just, shorten up, not over swinging.
Here's the pitch. Outside on this time. That tails away from Rogers as it's way outside. And that'll take the count now to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch by Rector. Breaking ball. That's going to be lifted to the shortstop. Andrew Brotman makes the catch for out of 3. So a fly out to the shortstop for the 3rd out. Bottom half of 6th inning for the Great Bend BatCats. They scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 6 innings of play, it is the Great Bend BatCats 5 and the Newton Rebels 1. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebel Baseball. Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined by Mark Cavella. As we go to the top half of the seventh inning, I'd like to make sure we thank our sponsors. Colonel Tim Marler family and under the Kansas National Guard. The Up Fit and Paul, the attorneys at all. Sponsor Ray Roofing. And he doubled by Cobra Enterprise Store and Stuff and Realty Connections. Also like to thank sponsor John Odom and family, friends of the New Devils. And then the great play on the field or the player of the game is sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. Rebels tradition continues in the year 2000.
I was thinking, one sponsor we have is the backward K. Strike looking or something like that. So anybody out there wants their name out there after that.
Up here in the top of the scene is left fielder Ricky Hockford.
No,
To ball one.
As
the count goes to one ball, no strike.
Rylan Walford.
Who's that? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Rylan Walford in now. Didn't see that.
Yeah, didn't either.
That one hit into center field. That's going to be in base hit. So Rylan Walford coming in to pinch hit for the Newton Rebels and gets his first hit of the ball game.
I'll tell you.
You go ahead and talk about him.
Yeah, Blair from Blair, Nebraska, 5'11", 178, Southwest Tennessee. Just finished his freshman season. Nice little swing there. And here's the other hitter, Trey Wingett, who can defensively. Trey's from Washington, Utah, 6'2", 192, Gateway Community College, and he just finished his freshman season.
So Wallingford's on base hit. Runner on at first base with no outs, and that brings up center fielder number 14, Trey Wingett. That one's outside for ball one. As the count goes, ball no strike now to Wingett.
And he was one of the guys we talked about, had quite a few at-bats at his college and, all league, whatever. I mean, did a lot of good things. And he had a couple of hits yesterday, so I think he's starting to get it together.
That is the sixth hit recorded by the Newton Rebels here this ball game. And here's Thomas's pitch. That one down low for ball two. 2-0 now the count. That one almost got away from the catcher Torres, but he hustled after it, and Watford had to stay at first base.
I know we had a conversation a few days ago talking about the weight of the bat, because you have to have the right feel. Remember those days, Frank? They used to go to the store back then, feel your bat and feel which one feels right.
Well, Wingett comes in batting 188 as he's appeared in 5 ball games, has been up to bat 16 times, has 3 hits, and scored 3 runs, and he also has he's got no RBIs yet. So, looking for his first RBI of the season. So, count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Hard hit ball down the line, and that's going to be foul. But he really turned on that.
He got that barrel out there. That's what you can see. Just pushes a little fair between the lines.
So, the count will even up now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, the Newton Rebels are here in Great Bend tonight. They'll be back home on Wednesday for one game. Break on Thursday, and then we'll be back home on Friday. Face the name of Great Bend BatCats, and then we'll be back road on Saturday to finish up the series here against the BatCats in Great Bend. The one day off will be Thursday this week for us, unless it rains. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, and here's Thomas's pitch. Ball hit up the middle, and it's going to be deep enough. It is deep enough, and that's going to be falling for a base hit. And in safely at second base is Walford. He kind of had to go about 3/4 of the way.
Walford did the exact thing he was supposed to do. He had to go halfway, and then he had to anticipate that, hey, but if he catches it, he's got to get back for base. And I mean, right there, that was. Oh, man.
So the Newton Rebels now have recorded their 7th of the ball game, as we now have runners on at first and second with no out. Here in the top half of the 7th inning, there is some Sonny Warman out in the Great Bend bullpen, and Coach Roger Ward.
We know it's a lefty. I'm not sure who it is. That's nice having a couple guys on, Frank, with no outs. You got a little assist there, Frank, or what?
Yeah, we got a little assist from the young man here next to us keeping the scoreboard. He said
it's Diego right there. Diego showing you.
Evan Hendricks, number 28, is out there warming up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And out up for the Newton Rebels is second baseman number 6, Camden Jurgensen. Jurgensen is this evening. That one misses for ball 1. And clear this up here. We got 1 ball now. Jurgensen is 1 for 3 here this evening. Here's the pitch. The bunt laid down.
Beautiful bunt.
Great bunt. Is that one out east side?
No.
And the third baseman threw that into the ground, but a nice scoop there by the first baseman.
That's a perfect bunt. Frank, we first got a runner on second base going right there. Make that third baseman field it, and that's what he did.
Walford will end up at third base. Wingett will be at second place. Another sacrifice there by Jurgensen here for the Newton Rebels. And that was a 5-3 putout, but a great bunt laid down for the first out. That will bring up the right fielder number 28 in Oregon. That ball hit the second baseman. A run will score. As the baseman only has 1 play, and that is the first. So a 4-3 putout, and another run scores. Now makes it 5-2, and Corrigan records an RBI as he hits a runner in. And now we have 2 down, and that will bring up the second base, third baseman correction, number 23, Nolan Riley.
And to me is the hitter right now that hits the hard about every time. I mean, and he'll do whatever it takes.
So Walliford scored on third base, and Wing ends up at third base on that play. That ball gets away, so he's not going to be able to fight it. And here comes Trey Wing from third base, and that will make the score 5-3. Now, Hart, that's why the bunt was so important right there.
Yeah, you just get the runners over there in scoring position. You're trying to get the team that gets the guys in scoring position the most usually wins. That's real simple.
So a sacrifice by Jurgensen moving those runners in scoring position has paid off for the Newton Rebels as 2 runs have scored now. Make it 5-3 here in the top half of the 7th inning. That one in there for call strike as the count goes 1 ball, 1 strike now to Nolan Riley.
When I go to his college coach, is telling that our goal is to get a run third base every inning, at least with 1 out. If we're going to score a lot of runs, you know what I mean? You'll find out you get a lot more.
Here's the pitch. That ball left into center field. Center fielder moving to his right, not going to be able to make the catch. And in there, a base hit is Nolan Riley, as Riley is now 3 for 4 here this evening.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. And I've watched this guy play for years. I mean, I know this guy can play. And
so the Newton Rebels record their 8th of the ball game, and that will bring up the shortstop, number 1, Andrew Brotman. That was good effort there by the center fielder as he dove for that ball, moving to his left. Alex Rogers was not able to get to it, and it fell in for a base hit. Here's this pitch now to Brotman. That one low for ball 1 as the count goes 1 ball, no strike. 2 down here in the top half of the 7th inning. 5-3 score now.
But seeing team ball right there. I mean, right there, the last 3 batters. Hey, you pick me up a bunt, whatever. And that's where I needs to keep it going right here.
Here's the snap. That one misses outside. Looked like a good pitch, but
for example, Brock gets a walk. That was Riley over to, guess where? Scoring position.
That's right.
And that's all the teamwork that you have to do. Then you to the next guy. Then you got Thor up and
so
Allen. And
2 balls, no strikes now to Andrew Brotman as Ethan Musk going to work here. On this high for ball 3. I have a feeling that may be the end of Ethan Thomas. And once again, warming up is number 28, Evan Hendricks.
Yeah, they seem to have a lot of depth in the pitchers.
On Oster.
Yeah, Oster there.
That one misses high for ball 4. So it will now be.
Hey, you don't do that too early, Andrew. You know, they'll call it. You know.
Well, I thought it was ball 4.
Yeah, but he's calling him high anyway. So I mean, but you still don't do it. Just let the umpire call it.
It was 3 balls, 1 strike. Now I jumped the gun because I thought that was off high. But the count is 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 Brotman. And here's Thomas's pitch. Way outside, and Brotman kind of stops there for a second, make sure that he is going to be taking a walk, and he does. And that is going to be the end of Ethan Thomas as Roger Ward now to the bullpen. Let's thank all our sponsors here tonight. I'd like to thank, by the way, we did score some play at the plate there. Was sponsored by Colonel Tim Marler family in honor of the Kansas National Guard. Your home team always ready, always there. So we'd like to thank our sponsor, Tim Marler family.
This call to the bullpen and this game is brought to you by Eagle Radio.
Doubles are sponsored by the team of Pate and Paul, attorneys at law. Pitching changes are sponsored by Ray Roofing. Doubles are sponsored by Cobra Enterprise Store and Stuff and Realty Connections. Home runs this year are sponsored by John Odom family, proud friends of the Newton Rebels. Any play or player of the game is sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. All right, we got a pitching change, and you got a number?
Yeah, number 24, David Blackburn, 6'1", 185. Righty from right-handed pitch.
Number 28. Sir.
It's a 28?
Yes,
Okay,
28.
okay. That's going. Okay, Evans Hendricks, 5'11", 190, lefty, left-handed pitcher from Temple College, Texas guy, right?
So Evans Hendricks now coming to the mound.
I went off your lead. Tell Jason. Let's listen to Jason.
Hendricks now on the mound. We'll give you the information on Thomas here.
Yeah, like Henry College, like I said, Henry College, or Temple College, Temple College. Like I said, there's a few players from Temple here.
All right, the final numbers on Ethan Thomas. He went 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 base on balls, no strikeouts as he faced 11 batters. So now, Evan Hendricks is the pitcher now for Great Bend. Let's see if I got any stats on him yet, whether he's pitched or not. We'll go there.
And the thing is, right now, with another lefty coming in, Coach Ward knows that. Right now, the Rebels had some difficulty hitting lefties with the starter Thornton. And he has a luxury. He has a few lefties on that pitching staff.
Well, Hendricks has pitched here before this year. He has been in 2 games, has pitched 2 innings, given up 1 hit, no runs, 3 strikeouts, and he is 0-0 for the season. So Hendricks now on the mound, and the first batter he'll be facing will be the first baseman, number 44, Carson Thor. Once again, there is runners now at first and second as Nolan Riley is on some base. As Brotman reached on a base on all, moved Riley to second base, and Riley had reached on base hit. We have two down here in the top half of 17th to score 5-3 now.
Like I said, I did like the patience that Brotman right there. Get that one. Now you got a runner in scoring position when you pushed over Riley to second.
Carson Thor now up at the plate. And here's the pitch. That one fouled off there by Thor as the count goes 1 strike.
Yeah, Thor, right now, just don't do anything fancy. Just go with the pitch. If it's in, go with it. If it's away, go with it.
Thor this evening is 0-2. He struck it out and flew out to center field. He also walked and was trying to get saved. That one ended for call strike as the count goes to no balls, 2 strikes. Runners are inside 5-3 to score here in the top half of 17. We hope you enjoy the broadcast. We welcome you all. Looks like we have some new people joining us. We hope you enjoy the broadcast. 5-3 for Great Bend. And Hendricks steps off as dancing around at second base was Riley trying to hit it, which he did. So he does step off. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, hit right hand side. Second base will go to shortstop for the forced out. So a 4-6 out. And that is the end of the top half of the second inning. But in the second inning, the Newton Rebels, they scored 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of 6.5 innings of play, it is the Great Bend BatCats 5 and the Newton Rebels 3. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to New Rebels Baseball as we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. The score 5-3 in favor of Great Bend. And we're going to have a new pitcher carved. That is going to be number 55, DJ Virginie.
Yeah, the righty's from North Hollywood, California, 6'3", 215, Moore Park College. And he was a redshirt sophomore this year. A teammate of Rocco Armini, Dylan Swanson. And good to see some of those guys come out here, guys from California. And let's see, see if he gets some time in because I know we need the pitchers in here.
So DJ Virginie coming in. Now we do have the final numbers for Jack Rector. The first 2 innings were where he got a little bit of trouble. That's where all 5 runs were scored. He ended up going 6 innings, gives 6 hits on 5 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 base on balls, had a total of 6 strikeouts as he faced 28 batters. He really settled down in the 3rd inning and gave us 4 good innings of pitching here for the Newton Rebels.
We're talking about Virginia. He's out of bullpen. I guarantee he's warm. He's been out there, I don't know, at least. Like you said, he sat down, pitched, and then sat down. But I think when, Rector work together and like Rector we know, and then he could sit down and rest. So we'll see what he has.
So we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Due up for the Great Bend BatCats will be number 14, Dylan Blomquist.
Leading off for the BatCats.
And Blomquist
Number 14,
this evening.
Blomquist.
Blomquist is 1 for 2 here this evening. He has scored 2 runs, has 1 base off, and he's batting .222. So DJ Virginie is now the batter, or the pitcher for the New Rebels. Swing and a minute by Blomquist as the count goes to no balls and 1 strike.
And Blomquist is one of 6 Temple College players that are here. They got a connection going with with Coach Ward. There's a pitch that down a little low right there. It's definitely he needs to come in here. He needs to throw strikes.
That pitch is called once. The count goes to 1 strike. So number 55, DJ Virginie now coming in. And let's give you a little bit of information about DJ, personal information. That ball hits the short side. Brotman moves left, goes to first base, and that's going to be an out. A 5-3 or 6-3 put out for the first out. Nice job there by Brotman.
Well, he attacked the ball. That's what you got as an infielder. He came right after the ball and just got his feet right, and he didn't rush. He just sat there and he was in good sync right there, Frank rhythm, and threw a strike right across. He has that arm.
So 6-3 put out for the first out, and that will bring up the third baseman, number 15, Bombach, here in the bottom half of the 7th. That one misses for ball 1. I thought I had some information on Virginie, but he has not given me a sheet yet.
Yeah, I think
some of the guys come in.
Late.
I was not able to get any info on them yet. So the parents of Mr. Virginie, I apologize I cannot announce your names here, but I hope you're listening and hope you enjoy the ball game. Seeing you're on pitch here for the Newton Rebels.
Oh yeah, no, he's coming in, throwing some good fastballs away. He's doing what he needs to do. Especially get that first out. That makes you feel a little better.
That one, a broken bat. That ball hit the third baseman right. He's going to go to first base. A 5-3 put out. Boy, he comeback swung that bat and I broke like in 3 different pieces as it went out there to the infield. And the ball dribbled to the third base. And a 5-3 put out for the second out. We have 2 down here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. That will bring up the designated hitter number 21, Andrew Inwea.
That's good, Frank. That reminded me of the old Olin Ryan days when Olin Ryan used to break all the bats.
So DJ did a good job there putting that ball right across the plate there. And we have 2 down now here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 5-3 is the score in favor of Great Bend. There's a swing and a miss there by Inwea. There we go. I knew I was going to get that right. Had to get that right in my mind first.
As Virginia's definitely warmed up. He looks good right now.
So no balls, 1 strike. And here is Virginia's pitch. Breaking ball. Great pitch there by Virginia. Have Virginia and Inwea. That's a tongue twister. You try to say them at the same time.
You know, that's one thing, too, when you're in the bullpen. He's been for a while. You get to work on your game, work on your pitches, see what's working, what's not. And you work on it if it's not working, you know. So I think.
Fastball fouled off there by Inwea. The count will stay at no balls, 2 strikes.
Right now, I'm pretty impressed, Frank. Guys, fastball, his curveball. I haven't seen much change up.
Yeah, for a great breaking ball on the second pitch. So just froze the Inwea. And once again, the count is no balls, 2 strikes. With 2 down here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And Virginia ready to go work here. And here's the pitch. Fastball swing and a miss there by Inwea. And Virginia was the first strikeout as he came in for the out. So the bottom half of the 17 for the BatCats. They scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 7 innings of play, it is Great BatCats 5 and Rebels 3. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the top of the 8th inning. The score is 5-3 in favor of Great Bend. The Newton Rebels scored 1 run in the top half of the 1st inning. The Great Bend BatCats scored 3 runs on a 3-run home run by Inwea. And then the top half of the 2nd inning, no score for the Rebels. Bottom half of the 2nd for the BatCats, they scored 2 runs to make it 5-1. And it stayed that way until the 7th inning. The Newton Rebels scored 2 runs, and the top half of the 7th make it 5-3. So we go to the top half of the 8th inning. Due up for the Newton Rebels is number 22, Connor Allen.
Like I said, he's a leader right now because he get on base and run.
Allen is number 3 tonight. Got a base hit last time up. There's a foul off there by Allen as the count now goes to no balls and 1 strike.
You know, not trying to don't ever swing at a first pitch center, we call it, off speed unless it's hanging.
Breaking ball there by Hendricks. Swing and a miss there by Allen as the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes.
But that's all in their approach because you want to be aggressive, but the guy doesn't off speed. Even if he hits it down, it's probably around the ball.
So Evan Hendricks now ready for the 0-2 count. And that one to the right-hand side, that's going to be foul. The count will stay at no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, and right now hit the count.
As the Rebels have not given up here in the ball game. They're only down 5-3. That one fouled off by Allen. So the count stays at no balls and 2 strikes. We gave you the information. Tomorrow evening, the Newton Rebels will be back at home. They will face Great Bend on Wednesday. And then we will have a day off on Thursday. Be back at home on Friday. The ball hit up the middle. That may be information. Might stuck there. But no, that did get through. I thought he came through that and scooped that up. But that is going to be a base hit number 9 now for the Newton Rebels. And on at first base will be Connor Allen. As Allen records his 2nd hit of the ball game and 2nd hit in a row.
It's no 2 count. You don't sit there and go, especially when I got a couple off. Go ahead and throw one away, just waste one and then come back sometimes. But it went in our favor.
That's going to bring up, we have a pinch hitter now. That is going to be Rocco Armini. Rocco Armini, number 12 on the roster. He's wearing number 9. Rocco Armini now pinch hitting for the Newton Rebels.
Topanga, California, 605, Moore Park. One of the Moore Park guys. He just finished his 4th year.
So Allen is on at first base. Here's the pitch to Armini. Next swing there by Armini. They say he did not go, so the count will go to 1 ball, no strikes now to Armini.
We saw Armini the one at bat against Derby, where as a strike 3, down and away. We thought it was ball 4 for Frank. I remember that. So we'll see what he does the second at bat.
So the count is 1 ball and a strike. That swing there by Army as the count goes to 1 ball and strike.
So, but coaches have a lot of confidence in him right now in this situation. Like I said, he didn't hit last year.
2 balls, 1 strike. I missed here somewhere.
Yeah, he was a pitcher last year for the Rebels.
Yep. And here's the pitch. That one in for call, strike 2. So the count will even up now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Armenia, like you said, has been a pitcher for Rebels, but he has pinch hitted many times for the Rebels.
He's got a good swing. I mean, I saw him in the cage and BP and stuff, but we'll see. Like I said, I don't know how much live pitching he's seen.
So here's the pitch by Hendricks. Breaking ball, that one foul off to the right-hand side. It's going to be out of play. As we are in the top half of the 8th inning. 5-3 is the score. And the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Rocco Armini. And I know I don't have any information on Rocco because he was one of the late coming in. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for Carter. And Armini knew it right away as he goes down looking for first out. That pulled Rocco. And that is the first strikeout recorded by Hendricks. That will bring up the left fielder number 18, Rylan Wallingford. Wallingford is 1 for 1 here this evening as he got a base hit in the 7th inning, pinch hitting in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses for ball 1. The count goes to 1 ball, no strikes. Connor Allen still at first base with 1 down here in the top half of the 8th inning.
And Wallingford, he doesn't need to do much. I mean, don't try to do much because if you roll over, it's going to be a double play. So, look for something that can this nice little hit. And the holes out there.
That misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls strike now to Rylan Wallingford, playing left field here this evening as he came in, pinch hit it in the 7th inning.
You want your hitter right here to get a good pitch. Just get a pitch you can hit and drive.
2 balls, no strikes, and here's the pitch. That one hits the outside corner as the count goes to 2. Nice pitch there by Evan Hendricks as he hit that outside corner with a fastball.
You could see that. That was right there.
But that wasn't Wallingford's pitch, so here is the pitch now. That one in there for call, strike 2. That one also a fastball right down the middle, and that will even up count now at 2 strikes. We'll see what Hendricks does here if he tries to have Wallingford chase one. As we have 1 down, and here's the pitch. That ball hit to the right-hand side. That second baseman may be able to take a stop. It's not going to be able to stop. That's going to be a base hit, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, Roper kind of rolled over on that, but definitely in our benefit. Right in that, the 3-4 with the first baseman and second, right at the lip.
So runners will now be on at first and second as Wallingford records second hit of the ball game. We'll see what they scored officially.
I would think is that a hit or?
They gave it an error. Error before. Okay, I wasn't sure yet on that one because the second baseman did get to it, but wasn't sure if he had enough time. So error on second.
Oh,
that ball gets away. So runners will advance now to second and third.
And I think right now Wingate is a situation he wants to be in. He's had 3 hits in the last 2 games, Frank, and he's been hitting the ball hard, much like Riley.
It's the third error now by the Ben. So a pitch that gets away. They'll have Allen at third base, and Wallingford will now be on the second base with 1 down. The count is 1 ball, no strike now to Trey Wingate, center fielder, who came into pinch hit in the 7th inning.
Now the defense playing back, so they're going to give up 1 run at least.
And here's the pitch. That one in there for call strike. Now it's fastball there by Hendrick, and that will even up the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Your situation here, Frank. I mean, they're back. Also, you want to get a good pitch. If you get a good pitch and hit it right in the gap, you score 2 runs.
We definitely want to hit the ball to the right side if possible. There's a swing and a miss there by Wingate. A great breaking ball there by Hendricks, and Wingate could not stay off of it as the count goes down to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I mean, whatever he does, if he can get that ground ball, even score 1 run, make it a 1-run game.
So the tying run now on at second base.
If like I say, you roll over something like that, just because he's second base, first base, playing back, you score the run. Walker goes over to third base.
So Wingate is up now with a 1-2 count. We have Allen on the third base and Wallingford on at second, and here's the pitch. When it's outside, almost gets away from the catcher, and I believe that's Torres still back there, and did a good job by moving to his left. And the count now goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looked like Hendricks was just trying to get Wingate to outside, and Wingate stayed off of it.
And the BatCats bullpen is big right now, too. So
here's the pitch by Hendricks. That ball hit inside right to the dugout of Great Bend. So the count stays at 2-2.
And Wingate right now, keep that right shoulder in. Don't let it fly out because he's going to try to probably throw something off speed.
3 balls, 2 strikes now to Trey Wingate. With runners on at second, third, and 1 down here in the top half of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. That one is high. Ball 3. So it is a full count now, 3-2 to Trey Wingate. All Wingate's got to remember, he's got to protect that plate.
Yes.
Just with 1 down and runners on at base, we don't need to be looking at the third strike. So Trey Wingate ready to go. So is Hendricks. And then there's going to be a timeout by home plate umpire. 5-3 is the score. The tying run on at second base here in the top half of the 8th inning. Full count to Trey Wiggett. And here's Evans Hendricks' pitch. That swinging is there by Wiggett as he goes down swinging. That was a fastball there by Evan Hendricks, and that is the second strikeout recorded by Hendricks and the second out of the inning.
Yeah, that was
nice
huge.
pitch there by Hendricks.
I'm sure Coach Clark, he's wanting to make this one-run game, please, and you get that runner over third, and who knows?
Coming up, he has second baseman number 6, Camden Jurgensen. Jurgensen is this inning.
He's 1 for 3.
I think he's 1 for 4. Swing and a miss there by Jurgensen.
Wait, it did have a sack bunt. I remember that. He had a beautiful sack bunt.
Count is no balls in one strike. They get him 1 for 4 on the official score. That one misses high, almost gets away from catcher. That will even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down here in the top half of the inning. Runners on at second and third. The Rebels need a base hit here to hopefully tie up the ball game, or at least get 1 run closer, as we are running out of innings here in the top half of the 8th. And Hendricks ready, 1-1 pitch, and here it is. That misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Camden Jurgensen, as there is 2 down here in the top half of the 8th.
I like Hendricks. He's mixing it up pretty good. He'll go inside, outside.
2-1 pitch now by Hendricks. Here's the pitch. That one right down the middle for call strike 2. As count now goes to even up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jurgensen, with Allen at third base and Wallerford on at second, with 2 down here in the top half of the 8th. And here's the pitch by Hendricks. That misses inside the ball 3. So the count goes full once again at 3-2. Due up next to get that far, we Corrigan.
Hitters are right back in that box pretty quick, Frank.
So here's the 3-2 pitch by Hendricks. That one, ball 4. That one sailed on Hendricks.
Good at bat comes Coach Ward.
And here comes Roger Ward, and he's already pointing to the bullpen. So we're going to have a new pitcher here. We'll give the final number for Hendricks here in just whenever they get him listed here. But coming up to bat will be Aiden Corrigan, the right fielder. We have a base on balls there by Corrigan, is on at first base. Wallerford's on at second base, and Connor Allen on at third base. And the new pitcher is going to be, did you see a number?
Not yet. It's like Colby Parker.
Colby Parker, okay, 22.
Yep, 6 foot, 170, lefty, another lefty pitcher.
Okay, number 22, we have Colby Parker.
Yeah, he's a freshman from Northeast Texas Community College, Shelbyville, Texas.
Okay, Colby Parker now coming on the pitch, and with the numbers on Hendricks, he went 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 base on balls, 2 strikeouts, as he faced 6 batters. And we'll see if we got any information on pitcher Parker. Colby has been in 2 ball games, has pitched 2 innings, has given up 1 base, all 3 counts, and he's got a 0.00 ERA. So,
but 3 strikeouts tell you that he can throw strikeouts. You know what I mean? I mean, right there he has more strikeouts in the 2 innings. So, see what he throws here.
I'll put this around on the wrong spot here. We got Jurgensen on first and Corrigan up.
That was a big quality at bat there by Jurgensen.
Sure was. Fighting hard and finally got walked. So due up for the Newton Rebels will be the right fielder, number 20, Aiden Corrigan.
Hey, Frank, one thing I was going to tell you, you notice how hitters just they swing whatever and they don't get out of the box. Then they jump right in there. It's like I always call it the pitcher's web, you know, because the pitcher's got his rhythm going, and hitters just get in there. I'm talking about hitters that, you know, you take a strike, you go 2 step box, get your head right, don't just step right in there. And umpires, yeah, they don't want you to sit there and take your time or whatever in this snap, but you should be able to step out. I remember when I was playing, I got something in my eye, some of my contact. You know, some guys didn't even wear contact. But it's just something to slow that pitcher down.
So Corrigan is 0 for 1 as he grounded out the second base, but does have an RBI. Due up now is Corrigan. And here's the pitch. Back in there for call strike 1, fastball here in the top half of the 8th inning. Bases loaded now for the Newton Rebels. 2 down here in the top half of the 8th inning. 5-3 score in favor of Greg. And Colby Parker now pitching for the Greg BatCats.
Corrigan had 2 hits. Last night, what happened?
So here is the pitch by Parker. That went in there for call strike 2. And it looked like Corrigan thought that was going to be a changeup and a breakdown. Instead, that was right down the middle as the count goes to no balls, 2 strikes. And now Corrigan going to have to protect the plate here with 2 strikes. And here's the pitch by Parker. Ball misses high for ball one.
That's a good pitch right there.
I think that's the pitch that Corrigan expected the last time. That one there was just a tad high. The count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right now, just keep your swing short. Let that barrel
Here's
hit.
a pitch by Parker. Swing and a miss there by Corrigan. As he goes down swinging for a 3rd out. So the Rebels leave the bases loaded here in the 8th inning as they scored no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 left on base. They had their chance there.
No, they definitely have the last couple of. I mean, actually, you know, the 7th inning and the 8th inning, so 2 innings in a row.
Well, 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. We've left 2 on base, both the 6th and the 7th, and then 3 there in the 8th. But we had our chance there. But anyway, we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. The game's not over with yet, so we're going to keep fighting until it is over with. We're going to take a small break, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined by General Manager Mark Cava as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Due up for the BatCats will be the first baseman Grover, followed by Spin, and then Henry in the hole. And Virginie is in his 2nd work here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Virginia just threw 2 pitches right in the ground about 10 feet from him. I don't know if it's fitting or what, but hopefully he got the pitches out of the way, Frank.
Yeah, I saw the last one.
Yeah, the first pitch, same thing. So hopefully he's, you know. I'm sure
So we go to
sees
the bottom half of the 8th inning. And due up is first baseman number 34, Micah Grover. So Virginie, who only faced 3 batters in the 7th inning, is now back up on the mound for the Newton Rebels.
Number 34, Micah Grover.
And here's the pitch to Grover. That one breaking outside for ball 1. So 1-0 now the count. So far, the Newton Rebels have scored 3 runs on 9 hits and no errors. And the Great Bend BatCats have scored 5 runs on 6 hits and 3 errors. So the Rebels have hit that ball hit the 3rd base. Going to be fouled. Nice job by Nolan Riley. He hustles for that. And count will go now to 1 ball, 1 strike. It almost sounded like a bat broke on that one.
Yeah, it did.
Sound fun. If you're able to pick that up, we have a mic now set out there for the fans, and so you can kind of hear some effects. And we could hear it on our headset.
And also hear fans' reactions.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one in there for call strike 2. There's that ball that's up high. Once again, I thought that was just a tad high, but he's, like you say, he's been calling them all night long. So the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Grover. As we are in the bottom half of the inning, 5-3 the score. And here is Virginie's pitch. The breaking ball just is inside, and that will even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now, good motion there by Virginie on that breaking ball. Just misses though.
Yeah, but now he's going to go to the pitch he feels more comfortable with. I mean, it's what you have to do in this situation.
So 2-2 the count now to Grover. And here is Virginie's pitch. Swing and a miss there by or fouled off. It is fouled off. I thought the catcher Allen was showing the umpire with his glove that it was in his glove, but instead he was asking for another ball. So that was that 2 balls, 2 strikes to Grover.
And that might have been ball 4. You could see how the catcher was reaching over.
That would have been ball 3.
Ball 3, is
Yep.
that it? Okay.
2-2. Here's the pitch. Ball hit the right hand side. Going to be out of play. That is in the bullpen of the Newton Rebels. The count stays at 2-2. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. What is the time now? 9:35, 9:36. So here is the pitch by Virginie. Breaking ball just misses. And count will go full now at 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good call right there, trying to, use that off speed right there, and it almost worked. Just had a little too low.
Just a tad low. Count is full now at 3-2. And here is Virginie's pitch. Bat miss outside for ball 4. The runner will be on the first base as Grove took it for a walk. That makes the shortstop number 7, Zane Spin.
Well, that's only 3rd. Walk.
And we're going to have a pinch runner on at first base, or pinch runner. That would be number 3, I believe. Can't tell.
I can't tell either. Looks like Coach Clark's going out there. Looks like I can't see. It's so dark out there, Frank. See who's out there. I don't know if you can see it. You got those guys.
No, I've got binoculars, which is kind of like young eyes.
Missed you, right?
Yeah, we do have a new pitcher coming in. I think it's Zach Gillick.
He wants to keep this game close, and he wants to keep it right there.
Number 34, Zach Gillick, will be coming in to relieve Virginia. Virginia did a good job there for the New Rebels as he faced 4 batters.
Well, what I'm impressed with, Frank, after 9 walks and 2 hit batters last night, that right now, if you look at Rebel pitchers, only giving up 3 walks. So that's quite, or 4 walks. Is it 4? I think it's 4. That's good. I mean, you're making some progress there.
Yeah, there's the first walk of the ball game, compared to the 8 or 9 walks we had last night. 9 walks last night, and also a couple hit batsmen. That really hurt us, even though we won the ball game.
That's what I talked about here. If they could cut it down, just keep cutting, make progress, the game will get easier.
Yeah, well, they are definitely getting easier. So now pitching for the Newton Rebels will be number 34, Zach Gillick. You got a little information on Mr. Gillick?
Yeah, you got that memorized by now, don't we?
You should.
Zach Gillick, righty from Valley Center, Kansas, 6'2", 205, Pratt Community College, and he is a redshirt sophomore.
I'll give you some more information on Gillick on his number, but for this DJ Virginia, he ended up going 1 full inning, gave up no hits, no runs, no earned runs, 1 base on balls, 1 strikeout as he faced 4 batters. So nice job there by DJ Virginia for the Newton Rebels. But once again, up is Zach Gillick to try to shut things down. Yeah, we'll bring up the shortstop, number 7, Zane Spin. And there's a pinch runner at first base, but I didn't catch his number. But let me see if I can get you some information on the pitching on Zach Gillick for the season here so far.
He's been a workhorse so far in the first week, over a week and a half, I guess.
7, 8, spin!
All right, that information coming up here. Zach Gillick.
He has pretty much 7 innings, or he hit pretty close to that, I think.
Gillick has appeared in 5 games, has 9 innings, has given up 4 hits, 3 runs, has 3 base on balls, and has a total of 15 strikeouts. And remember, last year he was one of the top pitchers in the league on strikeouts. I believe he ended up first or second, and so this year he's already got 15 strikeouts. That one misses outside as the count now goes to 1-1 strike. The batter is a Zane Spin.
The thing is, he's sliders. He's got like 3 pitches. Pretty sure I'll say 4, but he'll mix it up well.
There goes Grover, or actually another runner. That one hit into left field. For center field, another throw to the third, and they're going to get him this time. A great toss there by the center fielder, Winkett, as he was backing up the throw. That's ball out into center field. So it is a 8-5 put up for out number 1 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Great job there by Trey Winkett as he backed that up and was able to throw out the runner at third base.
So the Rebel outfielders, you never talking about the defense of them. I mean, they all have good arms. They're good defensively right there.
So here's the pitch now. That one just misses inside as the goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. The only negative thing that I get to say about Gillick, he throws the ball too low for this umpire. Because he gets them around the knees, and some umpire likes to call the strikes around shoulders. That one fouled off there by Spin. The count stays 2-2.
Believe me, Gillick will adjust. I've known him for a few years now. I used to play at French University, and like I said, I have to say he's one of my favorite players I've coached, and good kid, good competitor.
Well, it comes from a good family, too. That was outside for ball 3. So 3-2 now, the count.
That helped out right there, getting that out right there.
Sure did. And we have one down. Here's the pitch. That breaking ball just misses outside. Gillick thought he had that one.
So too.
Yeah, I did too. That was all close. But he does miss, so now there is a runner on at first base with the walk. Through that and put a man on first, and that will bring up the right fielder, number 25, Tyler Henry. Zach Gillick's parents are Stephanie and Jason Gillick. Siblings are Alex and Samantha. He comes from Pratt Community College. His favorite player is
Corey Kluber, Yankees.
And the person that he would like to meet the most or spend 5 minutes with is Sylvester Stallone.
That's yours too, isn't it, Frank? I thought
not quite. Yeah, I don't think it'd be with Sylvester. Matter of fact, a player did ask me, because I was asking these questions to all the players, and a player did ask me at one time, he goes, who would you spend 5 minutes with? And I told him my mom. And it just happened to be the day that my mom passed away 4 years ago. So,
man, that's, yeah.
But all he said was, that was nice. So, those 2 strikes now to Tyler Henry. Runner on first base with 1 down. That just happened to be the anniversary of my mom there.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, that's it.
Never have enough time with the loved one, can we?
No. It'd be tough. My mom and dad passed away a while back. I'd give anything.
Yep, we sure would. No ball, 2 strikes now to Tyler Henry. as he's up there with one down. Runner on first base here in the bottom half of the eighth inning. 5-3 is the score in favor of Great Bend. And here is that Gillick's pitch. Swings by Henry as he goes down swinging. That is the first strikeout given up there by first strikeout by Gillick, and that is the 16th strikeout of the season for Zach Gillick. That will bring up the catcher number 26, Junior Torres. Now we have two down now here in the bottom half of the eighth inning.
That break ball right there, he's going to move.
That Gillick stepping off, like you say, he doesn't have to throw to first base. Sometimes all you got to do is walk off.
We talked about that last night after the game. So
spin on first base. That pitch hits the outside corner as the count now goes no balls, one strike.
And pitchers have to realize it's going to take usually two hits, unless the guy gets a triple or something like that, But you step off, keep him there, get two out, focus on that hitter.
Here's the pitch. That one misses inside for ball one. The count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike now to Junior Torres. Junior Torres is 0 for 1 here this evening. He got hit by a pitch first time up, struck out in the third, and then got on with base on ball. There goes the runner, second base. Throw down to second base, not in time. That also goes nice back up there by Andrew Brotman. I wasn't sure if he got that one or not, but Brotman does come up with the ball. Going over second base will be Zane Spin.
Yeah, Allen right there. He says, you have to go kind of 12-6 when you throw the ball, and he kind of had more like 1 o'clock, 1-7. That's where you can see the ball sail that way.
It did sail on him out towards right center field. And the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Now Zach Gillick, all he's got to do is think about this better. There's a ball hit to the shortstop. Andrew Brotman come up with it, goes to first base. That is in the ground, and that's going to be an error on the throw. Number score. I was afraid of that when I saw Brotman back on his heels there.
Yep.
So that is the first error of the ball game for the Newton Rebels. Another run score, 6-3 is now the score, and that runner ends up at the base is Junior Torres.
Yeah, I mean right there, Gill did his job to get that round ball. And I don't know, you have to ask Brotman if he got distracted or what right there, but that's a basic play.
Ken did go and run him a little bit, but he did clear the way. Like I say, Brotman just didn't charge that one. It's like it done, but he was basically on his heels when he threw that. So the score is now 6-3. That means Zach Gillick's going to have to work on Noah Best. Best is 0 for 3 here this evening as he has struck out 3 times. No balls, 1 strike. Here to Noah Best. And Zach Gillick, like you said, did his job there. Should have been the third out. Instead, it is 6-3 now. That fastball misses high for ball 1.
That's what he's been calling high.
Yep, I thought he was going to call that a strike, and he didn't, as he takes it to 1 ball, 1 strike now. 6-3 now is the score in favor of Great Bend. And Zach Gillick ready to go to work on this 1-1 pitch. And here's Gillick's throw. That one hit outside for a nice pitch there by Gillick. The count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Noah Best.
I was going to say, that throw, it was so wild that it was hard. Thor had no chance right there.
Yeah, that bounced a good 3 feet in front. It just didn't more skip than bounce.
No, and like so, what you try to do first base and just block it, stop it. Don't worry about the out because he just be at third base. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, we're going to have timeout there by home plate umpire. As Noah Best asked for timeout. Gillick taking just a little bit too long. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Best. And Zach Gillick ready to go to work. And here is Gillick's pitch. That one misses outside for ball 2. Fastball just high around the shoulders, but misses outside of the plate. And that will even up the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And Brotman played pretty good shortstop this game. I thought he made the routine play, made a couple nice plays, and that's just tough right there.
Yeah, that was just one of those errors that we didn't need at the time. Oh, what a great pitch there by Zach Gillick. Any other umpire would have called that a strike on the lower level of the knees there, but this umpire likes to call them high, so we have to adjust. Count goes to 3 balls, 2 strikes. And here's a pitch by Gillick. That is fouled off there by Best. The count stays full, 3-2.
It's funny you say that, Frank, because especially when I was head coach years ago at Friends, I used to sit there and go find the umpires because I knew their strike zone. I had note cards on them. Then which pitcher, which umpire threw the first game, that figure out which one, a matchup.
Oh yeah,
not that much to the umpire.
There's the ball, hits the right hand side. That's going to go off the second baseman. Another error. Looks like another run was scored from third base. The ball took a bounce, and the second baseman was not able to come up with it. That was Jurgensen, as the Newton Rebels have scored another error. Now makes it 7-3 in favor of Great Bend. Runner will be on at first base, and that will be Best. We'll bring up the center fielder number 4, Alex Rogers. 2 big errors here in the eighth inning.
I don't know if that's spin or what. I still think at second base you can knock it down. You usually have time. Roger.
So 7-3 now to score. Here in the bottom half of the eighth inning. It's really tough because the Newton Rebels have played flawless ball here tonight, except for giving up those 5 runs the first 2 innings. Over to first base. and Thor able to make the tag, but not in time.
Well, like I said, he didn't be thrown over there, but I mean, that's, he feels comfortable doing it. I guess, with the 4 runs now.
But the throw over to first base, and it safely is best.
Because you have 2 outs. Right now, 2 outs.
There is 2 outs. He needs to work on this batter, Alex Rogers. Rogers is 2 for 4 here this evening as he got base hit and a double. He flew out the shortstop his last time up. That one is high for ball 1.
And, it might be a situation where he's a little frustrated right now. I mean, it should have been out of center. And he was hit together right here. So
well, that's 2 batters that were giving him 5 outs this inning.
Yeah.
You can't do that and win a ball game, especially when there is runners on base. That one missed in for called strike. The count goes 1-1 strike. The game's not over with.
No, it's not over with.
I want you to know that.
Yeah, people realize that they can come back and they can do something. We've seen it before.
Throw over to first base once again, and safely is best. Count is 1-1 strike. Comes Rogers. And Zach Gillick needs to get out of this inning somehow, some way. Not that he hasn't done the job. There's a ball in there for call strike. As the count now goes to 1-2 strikes.
And I don't know on the stats how many guys he's walked. He hasn't walked that many. So
I think I saw one. Let me check and get real quick. I think I still have it up. Zach Gillick has walked base on balls. He has walked 3 so far for the season. That pitch misses outside as the count goes to 2-2 strikes. Like I say, now he has a total of 16 strikeouts for the season. Won this inning. 2-2 strike out to Rogers, and here is Gillick's pitch. That one lifted foul, out of play, and the count stays at 2-2.
And the big thing you and I talked about earlier is, he's thrown quite a bit. I mean, he had the 3 games in a row, I believe, against Derby, and 3 today and yesterday. So we don't know, I'm not saying he's going to be burned out or anything, but we don't know how his arm's going to react because you pitch that much. But he's in great shape, I know that.
There goes runner. The ball hit the right hand side. It's a hit and run there by great, nice job there by the BatCats. Runner will end up at third base and at first base on another base hit. That is the 7th hit of the ball game by the Great Bend BatCats. Due up now as Rogers records his 3rd hit of the game. That was set up there by the hit and run there as the runner off best.
Well, I mean, Coach, he's going to go. He's going to stay aggressive. That's just how he is, and there's nothing wrong with that.
The head coach Brett Clark out there talking to Zach Gillick. Nobody warming up out on the bullpen, but that doesn't mean that he won't bring one of the fielders out here.
Yeah, Coach Ward, like I said, he's trying to keep things going. He wants to keep batting up, and you have to. It's a respect thing. Unless I get over 10 runs or something like that, I might slow down my running game or something like that. But I think you still need to stay aggressive because anybody can score, many runs, Frank.
So far here in the ball game, the Great Bend BatCats have scored 7 runs on 7 hits, and they have recorded 3 errors. The Newton Rebels have scored 3 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors this inning to allow 2 runs to come in. The score was 5-3 with 2 outs.
And again, I was talking about earlier, my goal is always to get like 5-run lead because they can't beat you with grand slam.
Due up for that, Cathy Blomquist goes to run at second base, and the Newton Rebels give that up. So now there is runners on at second and third base with 2 down, 2 outs. Zach Gillick is going to work on Blomquist. Has counted 1 ball, no strikes. And here's Gillick's pitch. That one misses outside for ball 2.
I think Coach Manarino was telling them, saying, hey, just focus on the hitter right now. Don't worry about him with the runner on first.
So 2 balls, no strikes now to Blomquist. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. That one misses for ball 3. Well, Gillick is just not happy with that pitch. That, like I say, any other umpire, that's going to be a strike. It's been like that all season long.
Yeah.
And this one here just likes to call them high, and that's, like I say, pitcher's just going to have to adjust. That one ended for call strike, and count will now go to 3 balls and 1 strike.
We have a couple pitchers to our left here, and they could tell you that. It's frustrating, when you're sitting in around the zone and just have to adjust. I guess that's the only thing you could say.
3-1 the count. Now here's expect that one a swing and a miss there by Blomquist, and the count will go full now at 3-2. Gillick needs to throw the same pitch here. Just challenge the young man. Try to get out of this inning. The 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one a swing and a miss there by Blomquist, and Gillick records his 2nd strikeout of the ball game, and that is the 17th strikeout of the season for Zach Gillick. So he finally gets out of the inning, but should have been a little bit earlier as the Great Bend BatCats scored 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of 8 into play, it is 7 and the Newton Rebels 3. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, as we go to the top half of the ninth inning. The score 7 in favor of the Great Bend BatCats. 5-3 going into the eighth inning when Gillick had 2 down and we scored 2 errors or recorded 2 errors. They finally scored 2 runs to make 7-3. 2 up for the Newton Rebels is the third number 23, Nolan Riley. Nolan Riley will be coming up here in the top half of the ninth inning. Right now, Nolan Riley will be our player of the game, so stay tuned for that. If you do like Nolan Riley or relate to Nolan Riley, he will be our player of the game, and he'll be up here with the interview. First pitch is called strike 1 now to Riley as we are in the top half of the ninth inning. No ball, 1 strike, and here's the pitch. That one misses for ball 1. I thought that was a strike. That ball looked like it was right down the middle. Not trying to judge the umpire, but he just got a little different strike zone. That's all. 1 ball was strike. And here's the pitch. That one high and outside, but he calls a strike on that one as the count now goes to no ball and 2 strikes. I have to agree with Nolan Riley on that one. That one looked like it was just outside. Could have hit the outside corner. I know those pitches by Gillick on the outside corner and low at the knees were right in there. That hits the right side. That's going to be, oh, look at there. I found something in my glove, says the first baseman as he backhands that. And he goes, out of it. First baseman number 1. We'll bring up the shortstop number 1, Andrew Brotman. So Andrew Brotman will be coming up with 1 out here in the top half of the ninth inning. 7-3 is the score. Brotman is 3 for 4. I'm sorry, correction is... He flew out to center field, reached on an air to shortstop, flew out the right field, and then he walked in the 7th inning. First pitch was ball 1. As the count goes, 1 ball, no strike now to Andrew Brotman. And here's the pitch by Parker. That one into a call, strike 1. That one right across the knees. As that evens up the count, now went 1-1. Brotman thought that one was low, but that one looked good for me from my angle anyway. As the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch by Parker. Ball foul there by Andrew Brotman as the count now goes to 1-2. 1 out here in the top half of the ninth inning. 7-3 is the score in favor of Great Bend. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball down. As the now goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 now to Andrew Brotman. Newton Rebels down to the last 2 outs here of the ball game. They won last night, 8-6, and trying to get their second game in the win column. That one misses high for ball 3. So the count goes full now, 3-2 to Andrew Brotman. There's a 2-2. We'll see what it is here. That one hit foul. We'll see what the umpire gives us here because the scoreboard operators has 2-2. I got 3-2. It is a full count, 3-2. That's the first mistake of the scoreboard operator in 3 years that he's been keeping the scoreboard. I've been told. Here's the pitch. That one misses low. Wow. That's the same pitch that Gillick would enjoy to have right in there, but that was called low. The umpire has been right there with that pitch. But I thought it was a strike. So Brotman will be on at first base on a walk, and that will bring up the first baseman number 44, Carson Thor. So we have 1 down with a runner on at first base, and the score 7-3. Newton Rebels lead base runners here in the top half of the ninth inning. Once again, stay tuned for our player of the game coming up. And right now it is Nolan Riley, who is 3 for 5. It was 3 for 4, 1 chosen. That one in there for call strike 1 as the count goes no balls, 1 strike now to Carson Thor. The Newton Rebels will be in action tomorrow evening in Newton as Great Bend will come to Newton. That one in there for call strike for strike 2. That one right around the shoulders. But the has been calling it all night long. So no balls, 2 strikes now to Thor. And here's a pitch by Kobe Parker. That one a swing and a miss there by Thor as he goes down swinging for out number 2. So 2 down now, and the Newton Rebels are down to their last out. That will bring up the catcher number 22, Connor Allen. Due up next, if we get that far, will be Rocco Armini. Came in to pinch hit. And it is Armini on the on-deck circle. There is 2 down with the run on at first base. And here is Parker's pitch. Swing and a miss there by Connor Allen. And that goes to no balls and 1 strike. Well, the Newton Rebels had their chance here in the 8th inning. As they had the bases loaded with 1 out. Actually 2 outs. That one misses for ball one and not able to get anybody across. At that time, the score was 5-3. Then they had 2 errors in the bottom half of the 8th inning to allow the Great Band to score 2 runs to make it 7-3. 1-1 the count, and here's Parker's pitch. That one hit hard into center field. The center fielder looks like he's going to get under it and make the catch for out number 3. And that is the ball game with the final score is the Great Bend BatCats 7 and the Newton Rebels 3. Once again, stay tuned for our player of the game coming up. We'd like to thank all our sponsors for the play at the plate. Any run scored, sponsored by Colonel Tim Marler family in honor of the Kansas National Guard, your home team. Always ready, always there. The double plays sponsored by the team of Peyton Paul, attorneys at law, working for you. Anything change, pitching change is sponsored by Ray Roofing. They have you covered. Any doubles by the Newton Rebels is sponsored by Cobra Price or and Realty Connections. Any home runs sponsored by John Odom and family, proud friends of the Newton Rebels. Also, any great play or player of the game is sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. And here comes our player of the game, and it is going to be Nolan Riley this evening. So now, Nolan Riley, go ahead and put your headset on here. This goes like this. No, I got him here. Got a camera here. All right. So joining us here is Nolan Riley, and trying to get the camera to show us here. Nope, there goes the camera. So that should have got us over there. It's coming up. We'll see what happens here if it comes up. We want to make sure we see you, Nolan. That should be here, and it's not. Looks like that's frozen. That's why. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go this way with this camera. We're going to have to move that one over because it's not coming up for some reason. And then just put it down. There we go. All right, we welcome you back now to the player of the game. It is Nolan Riley, who was 3 for 5 here this evening. He started off with a base hit in the first inning and got a RBI. Flew out to the left fielder in the 4th inning. Got a base hit in the 6th inning and was left stranded at third base. Also got a base hit in the 7th inning and was left stranded at second base. And then he grounded out to the first baseman in the 9th inning to make the first out. So Nolan Riley, you are our player of the game. Congratulations. That player of the game is sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. Well, it was a tough loss for us here this evening. We ended up scoring 3 runs on 9 hits and 2 big errors in that 9th inning as we were down 5-3 that allowed 2 runs to be scored in that bottom half of the 8th inning, I should say.
Yeah, we got behind early, fought back, and then they get away again, bottom of the 8th. So looking to come up tomorrow and get back after it.
There we go. Now we're on. Okay. And before we get any further, we want to make sure that this is all about your 4th game with us.
Yeah, 3rd.
Okay. And Nolan Riley, number 23. I'm not sure if I got any information on you. Did you fill out one of these? You did not. So what we need to know is who your parents are.
Darren and Vanessa Riley.
Okay. And any siblings.
I have a little sister, Cameron. She's 14.
Okay. And what college you go to?
I go to University of Oklahoma.
Okay. And then also who your favorite player is.
Currently playing probably DJ with you.
Okay. And the other question that may take you just a little time to think about, but that's if you had 5 minutes to spend with anybody, who would that 5 minutes be spent with? It can be anybody.
I'd have to say Derek Jeter probably.
Derek Jeter to get more info on baseball, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, okay. Derek Jeter would be the man that he would try to spend that 5 minutes with. Well, once again, we did have a toss of 7-3, but the Newton Rebels did compete here tonight until that 8th inning when we made those 2 errors. So we now drop to 1-6 for the season, and the Great Bend BatCats moved to 6-1. If we can get on a winning streak, we'll be right back in this the hunt for the championship. So don't give up. Congratulations on going 3-5 here this evening. Is there anybody at home that you would like to say hi to before we get you off the air?
Dad's at home. I want to say hi to him. Whoever else is watching, thanks for tuning in. Hope to get on the winning streak.
Yes, hope to get it on a winning streak. Once again, we thank you very much for joining us, Nolan Riley, our player of the game. That player of the game, sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. Once again, the Newton Rebels will be at home tomorrow evening as they face the Great Bend BatCats. Then we'll have a day off. That game starts at 7 o'clock on the air at 6:45. And then the Rebels will have a day off on Thursday, and we'll come back to be at home on Friday against Great Bend, and then we come and take another road trip on Saturday here at Great Bend. So good luck, Ellen Ryan. Thank you very much for being our player of the game. This is Frank Martinez, the voice of the Newton Rebels. Your play-by-play announcer. Wish you a good evening. Don't forget to stay tuned for tomorrow's game. We get on the air at 6:45, and we'll start at 7 o'clock. Good evening and good night. Thank you very much.